Writing raps and watching camera feeds, pistol for my sanity. Lying say I'm doing fine, gotta keep the fam at ease. God be having plans for me, I let them reveal themselves. My music is medicine for people trying to heal themselves, feel themselves. I think my confidence be pissing a few of you off, but what you hating me is missing in you, and you soft. I be biting, I be chipping the tooth while you bark. I'm everything that you be wishing was you, but you not. Y'all in a deep sleep, the game ain't what it seems, peep. They muddied the waters just to try to make it seem deep. Made $8 million plus 200 grand in 3 weeks.
What's up? Welcome back to Catalyst Chats. Topher and Joseph. We got a guest here today, Trey. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
This has been an alright day, I guess. My day started maybe like an hour and a half ago. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I woke up like 6:15. This dude was knocking on my window like, "Hey, get up! It's time for a podcast."
Yeah.
Dude,
for me personally, it's been. Oh, you're good, man. Don't even trip. It's been a little bit of an active day. Pretty busy. Got up early. Started the day out early. Spent some time with the kids.
You got kids?
Around. Yeah, I got 5 kids.
What?
Yeah, I got 5
That's
kids.
the reaction everybody gives.
How do you have time to have 5 kids, dude?
Dude, look.
Give me the ages.
You said the ages?
Yeah.
So my oldest is 7. He just turned 7. It goes 7, 5, about to be 6, 4, about to be 5, 2, about to be 3, and then 10 months about to be 1. Yeah. Wow. Back to back. I've been busy.
That's for sure.
Yeah, my 2 oldest are from my ex-wife, and then I got 3 with my current spouse. So.
That's too much life, dude.
Nah, man.
Look,
you don't
even know the half.
You don't even know,
man.
yeah. I mean, I can give you a little bit of background on me, just so you kind of get... I hail from Elkhart, Indiana. Spent my childhood there, and when I say my childhood, I mean from like realistically probably about 3 years old till, or I guess from like a newborn up till I was 5. When I was 5, we moved out to like this small like Amish town called Sheaffer.
Were you Amish?
No,
Okay.
Fuck no. We spent about 2 years out there, and then we moved to Goshen, Indiana, and I was there from about like 7 till I was 10, and from 10 forward for about 3.5 years I bounced around in the foster system, and then I went to live with my grandparents. I lived with my grandparents off and on from like 13 till I was of age to get my own place.
That's my homeless. Siblings' situation right now too. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was homeless for a couple times in between there. My grandparents are both struggling addicts. I don't want to say struggling addicts. They're just like recreational drug users.
My parents are. Well, my mom is recovering. My dad is. He's on a bender.
But. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, man.
No,
it'd be like
okay.
that. But yeah, so that was the case up till I was 18. But when I was like 17, I kind of just took off on my own. Was bouncing around from couch to couch, family member to family member, friend to friend. Spent a lot of time in a tent. And then that winter hit, and I was working as like a fryer at like this place called Dutch Made Bakery. Shout out Dutch Made Bakery. Because they hooked me up, man. Like, I wasn't 18, but I had gotten myself emancipated right after I turned 17. And they didn't ask for papers or anything. They were just like, you know what? Like, we're going to take your word for it. And they gave me a job that, like, you weren't supposed to have till you were 18 just because, like, the hours and stuff.
Oh, okay. I was wondering because, in Nebraska, a lot of employers, they don't hire under 18 because they just don't want the bullshit no more.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's that, and plus, dude, like, so you gotta think about the fact. Huh? Turn. Oh, he's saying you're faced away from the camera, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. No, you're good.
I was just facing the TV in case we used it or something.
Oh, no, dude, look, that's literally just pulled up for trying to get people to realize, as episodes go on that we can advertise for them. Okay. Anyways, though. A lot of places, man, it's the amount of labor, the amount of hours. Like, I know if you're under 18, you can only work a certain amount of hours, right? Like you can't. You definitely. I don't think you can do 40.
And if you're failing, they gotta.
Oh yeah, like school and stuff. Yeah, that's also a big one. But anyways, yeah, they hooked me up, and that was that helped me out a lot. It made it to where when I turned 18, I already had a little bit of money put aside, and then I went straight into factory work, straight into working like 70 plus hours. I was working anywhere between like 72 and 84 hours a week.
Yeah.
Which this man can testify to that. He remembers that. Yeah, man. And I met my now ex-wife. We were already acquainted. We were fooling around. She got pregnant. Family super conservative. Wanted us to get married. So we got married. And about a year after that, when I was 19, she was homesick. She wanted to move down south. And I've never been against, moving around. So took a leap of faith, moved down south. About a year into that, we separated, and I went and did electrical work. Like when I was 19 or 20, I was 20 years old because I turned 21 while I was working there. While I was 20 years old, I worked on the largest construction site in downtown New Orleans. I got to see the sunrise on the Mississippi River every day, watch it, pull up on the entire city of New Orleans. Would take my lunch breaks going down Bourbon a lot of times. It was pretty cool, man. And then, we had separated. I met my current spouse at a job I was working directly before I went and did electrical. And after about like 2 or 3 years, moved back up to Michigan. Kind of floated around between Michigan and Indiana for about 2 years. And my ex-wife had moved out here with my 2 oldest. And so I took a leap of faith. I sent my current spouse and the 2 kids that we had at the time. We had just had our first daughter. And I sent them back down to her parents. And I got a job that allowed me to work as many hours as I want. I was putting in 84-hour weeks. So 7 days a week I worked 7/12s. A lot of times it was 8 on Sundays, but that's just because they didn't want you to work 8, or they didn't want you to work 12 hours on Sunday because it was double pay.
Yeah.
But I was doing that all while living in the back of my Journey. I had a 2013 Dodge Journey. I still have that same car. But yeah, I was living out the back of that and just working a shit ton of hours and stacking up. And that's what funded being able to come out here. And since then, I've moved, my brother out here, moved my mom out here. Just got my sister moved out here. It just kind of became like the
central point.
Yeah,
You're a terrible person for that.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just sometimes they act like it, like you fucking piece of shit. No, no, but all in all, man, it's all kind of worked out. It's worked out beautifully. It took a little longer than I would have liked to get to this point, because this was kind of the idea behind all of it. Was if I'm gonna take this leap and make this jump, then it's gonna be like where the base is, and it's gonna be where we build from, and then we'll move on from there. Like when time says so. That's pretty much where it's all at.
So are you? So you got a bunch of different towns. So are you an indie person or a New Orleans person? What do you tell people?
Like where I'm from?
Yeah.
I mean, exactly what I just told you. Yeah, Elkhart, bro. I mean, I'll put it to you like this: Elkhart is the meth capital of the world. It's also the RV capital of the world.
I'm sorry if I. Which state is that?
Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah. So, are you familiar
Meth
with
capital.
Notre Dame?
The football team?
College team.
Okay.
Yeah, the college, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So we're right next to them. Notre Dame is based out of South Bend. But it's all considered Michiana. So it's like a metropolis, right? So you got Elkhart, Mishawaka, South Bend, Niles, which is in Michigan. But like the entire area, because of how close in radius everything is, they call it Michiana, just to make it like simple. Like we all use the same news network, we all use the same radio stations, all that shit. So just to make it easier, they just call it all Michiana.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you watch basketball?
I do, yeah.
What's your favorite Pacer?
Come on, it's got to be Tyrese.
Tyrese?
Yeah, it's got to be, bro. It's Halliburton. But it sucked seeing what happened, and how far he brought that team, bro, because he really did. He fucking, like, if it wasn't for him being as clutch as he was throughout the season, that wouldn't have happened. Like, it just, those, man, like, there were so many just last second, bam, 3-pointers. That's just like, especially for him being as early in his career as he is, and those high pressure moments, to just be knocking shit down how he was is insane, dude. Insane.
Do you think it's gonna be like another Reggie Miller situation where it's always these cool
Close,
situations,
really close, yeah,
but never?
I'll say this, bro. If he wouldn't have got injured when he did, they were taking that shit. There was no doubt about it. There was no doubt about it. Like,
you don't think he needs a little bit more help?
Help is always
I can't say that, bro. Look, like everybody on that team everybody on that team is knocking down like 10 to 12 points.
Yeah.
It's not like a one-person team, you know what I mean? Like, they were probably the most solid teamwork, like team-oriented team in the NBA this year, bro.
The Thunder? With the defense?
The Thunder,
the perimeter defense?
Good.
Everyone on the Thunder's a defender. And
they're good two-way
at least
players.
3 of them are good scorers.
They're all good
Yeah.
two-way players, bro.
Yeah.
They're all good two-way players. But they're also super young, and like, look, I'm not knocking the Thunder, dude. For them to do what they did this year, insane. But you also, what I'm looking at is, you look at the road for the Pacers to get to the fucking finals, and then look at the road for the Thunder to get to the finals. What?
Yeah,
they had to go through Memphis. You know what I mean?
Even
like,
as a Thunder fan, I'm like,
now,
okay,
man.
this one somehow, it still feels like it doesn't count. And I don't know why. Like, I'm a fan, I should be celebrating.
Look, they got so lucky. Like, Curry getting injured, they got, bro. Like, the only reason they got to where they were is easily. Now, I'm not saying they wouldn't have anyways, but I'm a diehard Golden State fan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not from Cali or anything, but like Golden State, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, you know, Draymond, like, they're the whole reason I got into like watching the NBA anyways, bro.
I noticed you didn't mention Kevin Durant.
No, look, Kevin's Kevin, bro. Like, you know, I'm not gonna knock Kevin Durant. Like, he is Kevin Durant, but at the same time, I'll put it to you like this, right? Who was it that said this? I think it's Charlemagne. I think it was Charlemagne the God that said, you know, how do we measure greatness? Like, how do we measure greatness? And he was talking about how, like, you know, you measure greatness not only based off of titles, but who you won your titles against. And then on top of that, what did you do for everyone around you?
Yeah.
Steph Curry's made how many fucking Hall of Fame players now? That would not have been Hall of Fame players without Steph Curry. You got Draymond's definitely going to be a Hall of Fame player.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Come on now. You think they're not going to put Draymond Green in the Hall of Fame?
Okay, like, think about, like, if Draymond Green was on the...
He got Defensive Player of the Year. He was top 5 Defensive Player of the Year this year.
Let me run something past
He's
you,
still
though.
got his 4 chips, bro.
But
like,
what if he was on the Washington Wizards?
That's what I'm saying, bro. He wouldn't have, like, Draymond still would have been a great defensive player. Draymond is... Everything he does defensively is insane sometimes. Yeah. But at the same time, nah, man, he wouldn't have done shit without Steph Curry. That's the point.
I don't know too much about Draymond. Does he have any problems getting switched on to like real centers? Because I know he plays the center, but he's only like
I wouldn't say
6'9", 6'10".
I wouldn't say so.
Only.
Right. Well, I mean,
when you talk NBA, you always gotta say.
Now,
He's only
6'6". At that point, though, how tall is Steph Curry? 6'2", 6'3", some shit like that? Yeah. Come on now, bro. For everything he's done in the league, for who he's done it against his entire career, like, especially the 2016 run. Yeah. Dude, you look at the teams he had to go through in that 2016 run, and then just, like, 2016 Steph Curry is just a different animal, bro. Like, the shit didn't make sense. Nobody had ever seen it before. It was like taking Carmelo Anthony and then Reggie Miller and like combining them into just this absolute fucking monster of a person, and then letting them loose and saying, here, go have fun. You know, and like, don't get me wrong, he's blessed to have, you know, Klay Thompson on the other end of him, especially then, you know, they were the Splash Brothers for a reason. But I don't know, like, for me personally, like, Steph Curry's my GOAT, so I'm super biased about it.
Really?
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Steph Curry is my GOAT, bro. Wow. And look, I'm gonna say this, and this is on record, is that when that man retires, and then like 5-6 years goes by, 10 years goes by, and we're just looking at highlights and shit, and you're seeing more and more people that everybody from this point forward, their game is going to somewhat mimic Steph Curry's game. You already see it today.
Well, that's the same with like Michael Jordan. Like, you had Will Chamberlain, but I would say that's more just like he's more athletic than everyone else. But Michael Jordan was the first player where you have this guy that is just clearly better than everyone else playing.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So everyone that watched Michael Jordan is like, okay, I need to be the best player. That's never been thought of before. Like, you're going to be the best player on the team.
Right,
You're going to
yeah.
be the best team, not the best player on the team. And now
I think
you see
and
a
Steph
lot.
Curry also has like the longest tenured career with one team.
Yeah. But
That
now
speaks
everyone
volumes
shoots
too,
40% from the three. Like, if you shoot 39%.
Not everybody, but
Yeah, but if you shoot 37, 30,
everybody
39,
is shooting threes. They're trying.
Yeah.
Like,
but you're called a bad 3-point shooter if you shoot 37 now, and that used to not be the case.
No. It was if you're fucking hitting like high 20s, it's like, holy shit, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? Like, what I think.
Dude, Larry Bird made like 2 3-point like makes.
Yeah.
And he was considered the greatest 3-point shooter until Stephen Curry.
Well, you can't say that. I mean, who held the title before Curry? Was it Reggie?
Ray Allen.
Well,
Ray Allen.
Reggie Miller didn't win.
Reggie was like 3.
Yeah.
Reggie was like 3 or 2. I don't know. I know the whole fucking thing has changed.
Well, Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, they're better shooters, but like they didn't have the wins, so you know the casuals didn't talk about them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Larry Bird had the 3-point shot, which is so funny because he only had like 2 or 3 attempts and like 1 make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who I think is going to end up they're definitely going to, I think before he retires, he'll probably be in the top 5. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Trey Young. And I don't even know where he's at now, but yeah, man, he'd be knocking threes down left and right, bro. Trey Young knocks threes down.
I think this is I don't know. I think Trey Young, I think he likes that people still think he's young, and he likes that but he likes low expectations.
Yeah.
And I don't think he'll ever rise to the occasion because I think he's very comfortable having low expectations.
I don't think he'll get a chip.
Yeah, and I think he loves that no one thinks he's going to get a championship, so he never has to try. That's just me personally.
No, I think that's probably in that. Look, you got to think about it like this. Not everybody wants that pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of it's what it comes down to is what is success, right? And so, like, you really think about it. Anybody that's in the NBA at any level is successful at their dream of playing basketball at the highest accord.
Yeah.
By all means, right? Like, they made it to the fucking NBA. Like, you're an NBA player. There's like, no higher echelon than the Olympics? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and like, even realistically, not in America. In America, we don't hold that at that high of a regard. Why? Because look at what we just did. Right?
Yeah, that's why when we watched
all the
FIBA,
best players in the Olympics already play for the NBA for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least the ones we're watching. At least the ones we're like, oh shit, you know. So.
Well, there was this one guy. He was like the Michael Jordan of FIBA. I forgot his name. I think it was like I think it was really something like James Jordan or something, like LeBron and Jordan together. But yeah, he had his shot in the NBA. I think he played for like Memphis and just didn't turn out.
There's a lot of people that if you watch him play and shit, that you're like, man, why didn't you die? Like the perfect example is the professor. You know who the professor is?
Yeah.
All right, perfect example. He gets asked that all the time. Like, damn, man, like why weren't you in the NBA? This and that. And he's like,
5'10".
Yeah, he's not super tall. He's got great handles and shit. Like, he made his own lane because he already knew, like, this isn't. And even now, like, he still trains with NBA players. Like, he trains NBA players. Like, he gives them pointers and shit. Like, they want to train with him. That in itself is an accolade, right? Like, that can be considered like, that is success. He makes a living doing what he loves to do, right? And so, I think for Trey Young, to get back to the main point, is he doesn't care about, like, it would be a lie to say that he doesn't care about getting chips, right? Every NBA player, they want a chip. Like,
but do you think that's
CP3?
fair?
CP3's retiring after this season, and he said prior that he was going to be happy with retiring with just one chip. He just wanted one chip, like, just let me get one, right? And that's because before Steph Curry, CP3 was supposed to be that guy.
Yeah.
And then enter Steph Curry. Like that's my thing about Steph Curry. Is like a lot of people, it's not going to be until the conversation's had on a relative basis, on a regular basis, how much he really impacted the league.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of talked about now how, like, oh, he changed the game, right? But nobody's really going to fucking acknowledge how much so until he's retired. And that's if he fucking retires in the next 5 years. Because it might be 5 years down the line and we're watching him still do crazy shit. But I'm not gonna lie, man. After this season, I don't see him staying too much longer. He's already made all the money. He's making money outside. He's got enough shit going on outside of the league.
Yeah.
He's already got the chips. He's got the, and who against? That it's also that part. who against? Right? Like, it's supposed to be the LeBron James era. And it's like back to back, like what, 6 times in a row? No, because one of them were against the Rockets. No, it wasn't the Rockets. It was
I think the Nuggets. I don't know.
no. You had Toronto. So you had the Raptors. I think there was one other.
Oh, you're talking about the championships.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think there was one other.
I thought you were talking about who beat the Lakers, because they're getting first rounded, and I really like LeBron, but I think he owes it to the city of Los Angeles, just like Trey Young. Like Trey Young owes it to the city of Atlanta to try. I think LeBron James owes it to the city of Los Angeles to retire so they have cap space, dude. They have a salary.
It's hard to say retire. look. Here's the thing, right? I love LeBron James.
Well, wherever he goes, he's going to take cap space, and that's going to be a problem if he's not actually trying.
You got to be able to afford him. That is a big one because he's still fucking LeBron James. Look, this was the first year, I think, since his rookie year. I'm pretty sure it was his first year since his rookie year where he didn't average 25 points a game. And you know what he averaged? 24.8. It was like 20. It was 24 points. It was high 24 point. Like it was.
But
like
you think that would contribute to winning? You know?
It's a team sport.
Yeah.
You can't just like everybody expects LeBron, especially now, bro. And this, like, look, this is my problem with everybody being like, oh, Jordan. Look at the fucking level of the sport these days. Look at the level of the league.
Yeah,
There's not as like. Everybody is way better than what they were in Jordan's era. And what the excuse they use is, but the physicality. Bruh, did y'all not watch the same fucking finals and did y'all not watch the same shit that I watched this year? Yeah. Dude, the entire playoffs, all the way through, were probably the most physical I've ever seen. Yeah. Like, the shit was, nobody cared. And they weren't calling it, and I'm all for it, right? Like, I'm all for it. Now, I also think that what comes with that is they're going to have to relook at, okay, well, how are we doing this? Because you can't expect these players to play at such a high pace and such a fast pace. Like, this is also probably like the fastest pace the NBA has ever been, right? Like, you're not, there is no slow game, bro. Like, the slow games are still faster than what they were a decade ago.
Well, I would like to say, like, as far as the physicality thing goes, clearly, the flagrant foul does exist now. It didn't exist for Jordan, but also I do think there's
are they calling them though?
Yeah, I think this isn't based on anything, but I think the reason we're seeing more spacing, more foul calls is because kids are now like bred to be NBA players, right?
Oh yeah.
Like 5 years old.
It's a way out.
And I think we're starting to see that is really bad on the development of bones and muscles. So you had Bill Laimbeer exist, but no one got injured, right? No one got injured in the 90s. People get injured all the time.
Their careers were a lot shorter, bro. It's not that people it's not that people didn't get injured.
Really?
It's that like they'd get injured and they didn't have. It wasn't like how it is now, where you have
stem cells and all these other things.
Yeah, where like you have certain medical procedures, but not even just that. These NBA teams, they didn't have what they have now. Like they didn't have all these specialized trainers specifically oriented around training these muscles and getting you back and like recovering from certain injuries like they do these days, right? It's like if you get injured and it's, let's say that you sprained a wrist or you sprained an ankle or tore an ACL. They have specialized trainers and then doctors, like specialists that are gonna help you throughout that entire, like, it's all about, we're going to get this back working the way it was, or at least up to par where you can play again. And then from that point, it's you continue these exercises, these routines, They didn't have that shit back then, bro. At least not to how they do now. So that's why when you see a player tearing ACL and shit, they call it like, that's a possible career-ending injury, right? Is because like they can only do
really
so much.
I still haven't seen.
You may not be the same after that, right? You got what, Dame? Pretty sure who was it? Damian Lillard. He tore his ACL. He came back. I think
Are you sure it was an ankle thing?
I think it was an ACL, man. Okay. I'm pretty sure it was an ACL. I'm not 100% sure, but
I just know when I was a kid, a lot of my favorite players got taken because of ACL tears. Like we all know Derrick Rose.
Yeah, and he was never the same. It's cool to see Chicago showing him his love though.
Yeah.
That's super cool, you know. Like, I think he just got his own statue and shit. Like,
Oh shit.
it's solid, man. Especially because I don't like he never brought him a chip. I don't think so.
Yeah.
To like do something like that, it just shows like the impact that he had just as a player in general. I mean, fuck,
the
I remember
city,
there was a point in time where like if you had some D Rose shoes, it was like, oh fuck, you got the new D Roses. Like that was a thing. Like his cultural impact was phenomenal, right? And that's what I mean by like Steph Curry is gonna like, dude, there's gonna come a point where it's gonna be like a non-argumentative, and especially if I think before he leaves, if he goes and gets another fucking chip, especially against these young teams.
I think
I don't know, man.
if he
Like,
gets,
they're gonna have to give it to him, especially if he gets one before LeBron, bro.
yeah, that's what I was
If he
gonna
gets
say.
another one before LeBron, but even then, it's like, why do we gotta say that?
Yeah.
Like fucking 3 out of 4 of his chips were won against LeBron. Like, let's be real, bro. And against like what can arguably be prime LeBron.
I think LeBron has the showman going for him. Like I feel like LeBron probably puts more butts in seats because he's an athletic person.
He's LeBron, bro.
Yeah, I was about to
Like,
say.
I'm not saying like
Yeah.
The
LeBron.
following
LeBron
is crazy.
Look, my top 3, they quite literally, it goes Steph Curry, Jordan, LeBron.
Yeah.
Because like just that fucking like Jordan LeBron debate, it's like if I gotta choose, I'm gonna go with Jordan over LeBron, and that's just because of it's Jordan, right? Like it's still Michael Jordan. Like I've seen enough highlights, I've watched enough games on YouTube and shit where it's like you can't deny who the man was, right? And his impact. LeBron's impact he hasn't, and I think the problem with it is because everybody always compared him to Jordan. That's what fucks him, right? He came into the game already the new face of the league.
Yeah.
Like there was no doubt on who he was gonna be, on if he was gonna be this great. It was we're expecting greatness from you.
Wait, are you talking Jordan or LeBron?
I'm talking about LeBron.
Yeah, because he had the tattoo.
I mean, Jordan, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
Jordan, it was the same thing. But then you look at what Jordan did. He got his 6 chips in 6 tries. Every time he got to try, he got his shit. He played 11 seasons, bro. Like you cannot deny that. But it's just like what I said. You got to look at the level of what the league was too.
I do think it's funny.
He didn't have to face a Steph Curry. It's
Yeah.
that simple, bro. Like there was nobody that was on the level of Jordan until after. Then it was like, oh shit, like we can fucking do this and that, and you know what I mean? Like just people weren't playing how Jordan was playing.
Yeah.
Right? Now you look at today's day and age, you got so many phenomenal, like just crazy players that it's just not the same, bro. It's not what it was. And like they love to use the physicality tool as the game's not as physical as what it was back then, this and that, and it's like yeah, that's the case. Like it is to an extent, right? But it's also the players just weren't as good, bro. Like when are we gonna have that conversation? Like you go back, you look at anybody's stats, you look at shit, like it just wasn't what it is now.
Yeah.
Like if you're not a fucking 20+ point player and like on offense, we're not really looking at you these days.
Yeah. And
even then it's like, all right, that's cool.
I mean, unless you're one of these high assist guys. I see some of them. Sometimes they break through.
Yeah, I mean, but it's also they're probably a 2-way player, right? Like you might be a high assist guy on offense, and then it's like, all right, well, they're probably doing some shit on defense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's got to, like you cannot.
Why?
You cannot not be a kind of all over the place person, and why is that? Steph Curry, bro. Like a lot of people, like he does not get the props that he should for everything that he does in the game. Like, you're kind of seeing a little bit more of it now. But, like, bro, I've never heard anybody say that, like, Steph's got the best handles in the league. Steph's definitely got the best fucking handles in the league.
Well, I think it's because he doesn't show it.
He doesn't show it?
Well, no. Because, like, he doesn't do, like, like, have you seen Gio Wise? He's, like, an N1 mixtape kid, but, like, after N1 mix. Like, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't do, like, N1 shit like how Allen Iverson did. So, no one's going to call him... No, but like Allen Iverson made it a point, like I'm going to put this on TV that I like
no, he doesn't
dribbling
boast
the
it.
ball.
He doesn't boast it. I think that's the reason why he doesn't get as much, like, because he's such a fucking humble, like down, like you don't ever see him really like. That's why, like, you'll see other NBA players talking about like, look, y'all think that like he's just this sweet little fucking like person. And it's realistically like, nah, he be out there talking shit. He just talks his shit a little different. It's like he waits. And then once you're fucking running your mouth, he's like, all right, bet, watch this. And then just fucking smokes people and then turns around. Now he's talking his shit, right? Like, it's in the heat of the game where he's like, you know, fucking talking his shit. But when every time, it's the way he carries himself, the way he presents himself. Also, look at he's arguably one of the only fucking NBA players to he basically made Under Armour, bro. Under Armour nobody gave a fuck about Under Armour. Like, there was not a period of time where it was like, oh yeah, like fucking you got Under Armour? Like, that's solid, dog. Steph Curry comes around, like he basically built that fucking brand on his own back.
And it took a while too, because do you remember the joke about the Curry ones was that they were dad's golfing shoes. Even SNL, they had a sketch about that.
That's my point, bro. Is you look at this person, like, it goes all the way back to what do they call it? Your draft report, right? Like where they're like, you know, they're talking about like, oh, you know, what he needs to improve on, where his like weaknesses are, all that, right? And it's like, dude, from the moment that he was going into the league, it was nah, he's not going to be anything, you know, glass ankles, this and that, which was understandable. He injured his like that, this and that, but to turn around and be from what he was to this, dude, who the fuck else is getting documentaries on him while they're still basically in their prime?
Imagine a world where the draft, like, because I know the draft is mostly about, from what I see, athleticism, because you're lifting weights, you're doing your vertical, you're doing your dash.
Yep.
Imagine if
how you played, if you played college, how you played in college.
Imagine if the NBA never took a chance on an unathletic player, we would be watching a completely different sport, dude. I think
what
we
do you
would
mean?
probably
What do you
be
define
stuck
as
in,
like not athletic?
well, like, I would say, and most people would say, Curry is probably not what you think of when you say an athletic basketball player, because he's not. He's crafty. He's not dominant. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think like his entire draft report was that like he was too
like
short,
Kevin Durant
like
too.
too small.
Like he couldn't lift the bar.
Yeah, too small, like not enough muscle, like not enough upper body muscle. Like that was basically like his whole thing. Like, oh, is he going to be able to defend against, you know, bigger, stronger players? That was everything that, like, everything you're saying is essentially what they said, right?
Yeah.
My whole point is, dude, to turn around, like, I don't know, man. There's nothing about Curry that like I feel like you can't love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just everything he's done. And then the fact that, I don't know, he didn't pull LeBron and like, oh, fucking things are looking rough here.
Yeah.
Deuces, guys, I'm going over here now. Like,
However, he didn't have to play for the Cavaliers. I will say that about Curry. He didn't have to play for the Cavaliers.
About LeBron?
Yeah, like, cause
Yeah.
LeBron did have
going
to play
back from Miami to
well,
Cleveland.
even just getting drafted to the Cavaliers is a nightmare situation.
This is my thing about that too. Is
and he could have turned it into a Trey Young too. Yeah. We could have talked about LeBron like a Trey Young, where like he could have sat in the low expectations forever.
That wasn't a thing, bro. Because that was never. LeBron coming into the league, there was nothing but high expectations on him, bro. He was already on fucking magazines. He was already
even is insane because he's playing for the Cavaliers.
Like before he was going into the Cavaliers, bro. He was like when he was playing for the Irish, he was, you know, on magazines and shit. They were talking. He was trying to like get contracts and shit because he was just already a phenomenal player, right?
Did you hear they were gonna trade him to 2004 Detroit? Did you ever hear that?
No.
He could have
come in that early.
Yeah, he got drafted in 04.
04.
The year I was born.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So he could have gotten like the Magic Johnson treatment.
You were born?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Right. Fucked my head up. Yeah.
So he could have got the Magic Johnson treatment where he won a ring his first year, and that just automatically puts him in the conversation.
Yeah. I don't think he didn't win his first year though. But
no, he didn't.
No,
he didn't win.
I get what you're saying.
First
If
time.
he would have, I get what you're saying now.
I think he would have been like. There wouldn't be a Jordan LeBron if he got a Detroit ring. I don't know why I think that. I just feel like the attitude would be a little different.
Look at what he did. Like, bro, going down to Miami, he was going with like somebody who already had a chip.
Yeah.
He's going with like top. Like that was like basically the first super team of the NBA. That was NBA players calling each other saying, "Hey, look, like let's make this shit happen. Fuck all this noise. Let's all go and do a run, and they did a run, bro. Like it was phenomenal, right?
And they would have got Duncan too. I think I'm thinking of the Magic. I think I'm thinking of the Magic. Actually, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would have been fucking crazy. Tim Duncan.
Because what's the team?
Tim Duncan
Magic
super slept on too, bro. Like look at everything Tim Duncan did, and it's.
Oh, the Tim Duncan fans.
Tim Duncan, bro.
The Tim Duncan fans like Tim Duncan.
Yeah, well, they'll let you know.
Yeah.
Like, but it's also deserved, bro. Like that man earned his fucking rings. It's
for me though.
It's all crazy. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and get a drink real quick. Y'all keep talking. He's not that into sports, but he'll keep you entertained.
Yes,
yeah. That's why he's kind of been silent over here.
Yeah.
So I will say this: that when I come back, I am gonna try and change the topic a little bit.
Yeah, because this isn't the NBA podcast.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I mean, it's
I'm not mad at it.
the
It's still
same
something
time.
I'm interested in. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
NBA or sports in general was some I'm not really super educated about. I mean, a lot of these names you guys are throwing around, I don't know. I've never heard of them. Things like that. Like obviously LeBron, Steph, Jordan, but like Tim Duncan, I couldn't tell you anything about him. Never heard of him. There's a couple like Trey Young. Never heard of him. Never
Well, that's
seen him.
understandable.
He's not a sports.
Yeah, man, not at all. Like even if you were to talk about like golfing or football, like Tom Brady.
I'm so grateful that we got the NBA conversation though, because I was wondering how the bubble was gonna pop.
All right.
Because I haven't done this in a while, and that
it makes you feel comfortable in the situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially something that like it seems like you were passionate about, same as Joseph. Like something that you guys do in your free time that you enjoy to watch, something like that. And personally, it's not that way for me, but at the same time, like it helps to ease the situation, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things that a lot of people are into. Like obviously, the NBA pulls major views and streams. So
when you guys do the podcast alone,
Still got him.
do you guys still have like the bubble? I'm wondering about that because
The bubble.
yeah, like when you hit record, is it still tense until you get the first back and forth started?
Yeah, man. Sometimes
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
sometimes,
Like,
yeah.
don't look. I'll put it so again. This is new for us still.
Yeah.
Right. Like where this will be episode 13. So we're still trying to find like our flow. We're still trying to figure out like what all we should talk about, what we want to talk about. You know, we're trying to get to a point where it's more natural, right? Where it's more natural feeling. But it takes time, right? Like this is not a natural setting. You know, you put it that, like you're
you got
fucking
cameras,
talking.
headphones. You mean a microphone right in front of you. It's not like you're just chilling,
Well-
smoking a cigarette, and having a conversation.
I think it's better than
Which we'll get
what
to.
used to happen, which was interviews, you know, where it was completely not natural. No one was talking about what they wanted to talk about.
All right.
Well, so we do a little bit of that too, though. Like
Yeah.
where it's kind of an interview, but it's not. Like we had Sheltron on, like which I don't know if you watched that episode, but he's really big into esports and shit, doing big things in esports, just as like Mars is back there. But it's
So
that was kind of like a Q&A, right? Because he's doing big things. So it's like if somebody's got some shit that they're already they've got like a movement and stuff, it's like it's gonna be
We're
kind of a
interested
Q&A
in talking
because we're
about
interested
that.
in it, right?
Yeah.
What's the scale of the esports stuff going on around here?
Crazy now.
It's
Crazy
going
now.
pretty big, man.
Yeah. He'd be more of a person to talk to about that, and you can get with him on that afterwards. They just built an esports arena, bro.
Yeah.
Like him and Sheltron just built this esports arena over here on 12th Street.
That community center. Yeah.
What's the games?
anything,
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because
I'm pretty sure at least, right? It's like anything. Yeah.
I know
Player's choice.
every time, like when you have a family member that you think is good at something, you've never met someone that is better than them at that. You think that they're the shit, right?
All right.
But I think my brother, he gets like Unreal in Fortnite like every season. If you guys have Fortnite, I think you guys should.
Yeah, I mean,
look into him.
Look. See now y'all are in a conversation that this is outside of my realm.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm not into video games at all, bro.
So you play video games?
I'll play video games in my spare time. Yeah. So I have an idea what you're talking about. Like, he's talking Unreal rank is the highest rank in the game. So
So if you play every day, can you stumble into Unreal? Because like,
that's not really a game that I play. So it's hard for me to say, but at the same time, like I know that game specifically is one of those games that
I'll say
is
this.
majorly skillful. Like
No matter what, bro, it's reps, right? Like if you're fucking playing something every day for hours on end and you're not getting better, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Realistically, right?
Well,
It's
I
just
would say some
repetition.
people got it because
What's up, man?
All I would say is bring him down to the arena.
Okay.
And we can see. We do Fortnite tryouts for teams. We were trying to host
Yeah.
teams.
What about
I
Siege?
know Sheltron specifically was talking about trying to get his own
I'm
Fortnite
gonna be
team.
doing some Siege classes and getting some Siege team stuff going pretty
Okay.
soon here as well.
That's more the game that
Rainbow
I
Six
play.
Siege,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's,
Oh, okay.
that's what I play in my free time most of the time. Like,
It's
one
crazy
of my
the
buddies.
longevity of what Siege has had, bro.
Dude.
'Cause Siege has
10
been
years
around
now.
for so it's fucking insane. Like
My
I
brother
remember
just got
getting
me into
Siege
that
when it
shit.
came out, and like that was one of the last games I ever played.
Yo,
like that. So to see that it's still around and still this fucking like major thing, like still heavily occupies the gaming space is insane.
And me, I suck at video games, so I pick retro games. Like
Alright.
I just mod consoles and like emulators.
Yeah, that's
But
cool.
my brother convinced me to play Siege, and now I'm interested in this game. It's coming out on PS5 in like a week. It's called Ready or Not. Have you heard of that?
and I have it
Yeah.
on my PC. Yeah, I play it
Dude,
with one of
I'm
my
not gonna
IRL
bullshit you.
friends.
Look, I have no idea what you're talking about because like he'll tell you. I'm gonna buy a system, but when I buy a system, it's gonna be because Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out.
But you know the fundamentals of Siege, right?
No.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
Siege.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
Siege. Yeah.
So Ready or Not is like that, but it's more like a narrative, and it's NPCs.
So it's almost
Okay,
like
it's more of a
police
storyline.
simulator game. So
Like,
like,
more of a
you go
storyline
in
to
and
it.
you're like a SWAT team and you like take down a drug house
Yeah,
or
you got
it's a
storyline.
hostage situation
So
and
what
you
I'm
gotta
hearing,
go in.
what it sounds like to me is like they're trying to mix like online play, but then with campaign. That's
Yeah.
what that sounds
Well,
like. You got
more
similar,
like a-
yeah. You got
did you ever
got
wa-
a narrative.
Did you ever play Payday?
I have no idea what that is. No.
Oh.
It's I
Yeah.
understand what you're talking
It's
about. Yeah.
Payday and Siege. That's what I would probably say. But I haven't played it.
Look,
I've just
see,
been-
look. I'll put it to you like this. When I played Siege, I did the campaign. Right before I sold my Xbox, I probably played online like 4 or 5 times, and then like, bro, and we're talking about over the course of like 2 or 3 months, and then like I never really got into like the online shit. Like
Black Ops 2 is probably his,
Black Ops. Okay, yeah, Black
Dude, Black
Ops
Ops
2.
2 is
Now,
fucking
see, now
awesome.
that's how far back gaming goes for me, right? Like, is like that's how long it's been. Like excuse me. The last 2 big games I really got into, other than like I beat the campaign for Siege, and then like that was quite literally one of the last games that I like really fucked around with.
Yeah.
Before that, it was Grand Theft Auto 5, and then Black Ops 2, and fucking loved both of them, right? Like,
Did you ever get
that's
into
how
the
I spent my
zombies?
life. Yeah, fuck.
Dude.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, what kind of question is that?
I had a world record attempt on Durice. I didn't get too far though.
He said, I attempted.
No, but I was grinding it every day, and then I couldn't do it, dude. I couldn't
It's
do
a
it.
lot
What's
of
your
time,
highest
man.
round? What's your
Yeah.
highest round?
Highest round,
Mine's 53.
53. I think
Mine's
I got like
53.
Map matters.
yeah,
Map does matter.
because they range in difficulty.
Fucking, I couldn't tell you.
Well,
the one with
so
the bus,
Dur-
bro. The one with the
Durice-
bus.
Durice,
Transit?
I got 116.
Is that Durice?
No, that's
no.
transit.
Yeah,
That's-
no, I was
transit,
actually
yeah.
going for a world record attempt.
So I got 53 on transit, but like
53 on train.
That's
Dude,
alone,
transit's
though.
actually kind of hard because you'll run out of ammo.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
alone. So
Yeah. Well, alone is the way you go. So,
yeah, I don't like dude. I used to like unless it was like with like the homeboys.
Yeah.
Like I hated fucking playing with other people because like you're constantly running and you're like, fuck motherfucker, like stop fucking dying. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
stop going down this and that. Like it's just
That's
yeah.
what got me into zombies is running around healing people and shit. Like
So,
that's what I
What it would
enjoy
drive
doing
me nuts,
is
like
training
okay,
with a
look
giant
at the
train.
beginning,
You mean doing a clutch save on somebody
train on
and
everything,
then
yeah. But like it was one thing when it would be like the first like 15 episodes, like the first 15 rounds, right? It's like after that, it's like because a lot of the people I played with, like they would just be. It's like fucking the round just started, motherfucker. Like goddamn, like I'm all the way over here now. I gotta get back to your ass. Like this shit was just.
well, the world record scene.
I like
it's-
playing alone.
It's not really about dying. So the game runs on like the RAM. You got about give or take 65 to 72 hours to play the game, and you can pause it. That timer pauses.
That's
But
cool.
When the game runs for about 72 hours, the game just crashes.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not about world record players don't die. The game just crashes. So when you achieve a world record, the next person has to come and
do
play,
it faster than
do
what
it
you
faster.
did.
Yeah.
They got to progress through the rounds
I'm not
and
gonna
shit
lie, that's
faster
tight
than
as
what
shit.
you did.
Yeah, dude.
That's
But it's a little
that's a
black
grind
pill.
because that's like you can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's like, you know. See,
It's
I
a
think that's
little-
why gamers got so much into Adderall and shit.
You
They're
guys,
like, yeah, let me just fucking pop this and just.
you guys are only a little bit older than me, but did you guys catch the ADHD diagnosis?
I don't know what that is.
look,
Yeah,
man,
no.
I'm
not
I mean, I know what
ADHD.
ADHD is,
Yeah.
but I don't know the diagnosis thing that you're talking about.
Well, I would say like
He's asking,
almost.
did you get diagnosed with
Yeah,
ADHD?
because
no.
everybody,
Yeah, no.
every
I'll say this: my
dude my age,
my cousin is like 11 months younger than me, and he was. I remember like I used to go over to his house like all the time. It's like, you know, during the summer and shit as kids, or technically no, not technically now she, but I used to go over to her house, their house, my aunt and uncle's house. I used to go over there, fuck around, but they were diagnosed at a very early age.
Yeah.
Like I remember like back when I was like 8, which means that they were like 6, 7, they like and already diagnosed. And I always remember thinking like as we grew up and shit that like, man, like it's crazy. It's crazy to think about because it's, you know, I don't know, man.
It's really
I don't think
not
it's
that
necessary, bro.
It's just early onset
It's
masculinity.
kids being kids. It's not even that, bro. It's kids being fucking kids. Oh, your kid can't sit still in class. No kid can sit still in class. Some kids are just worse than others. Why? Because like they've got natural energy.
Yeah, I was about to say,
They're ready
natural
to
energy
fucking-
sways from person
like,
to
but
person.
that's
say-
the
I
biggest
say-
thing, bro. Is you're fucking upset that this 7-year-old is not able to focus on on a task because they're fucking looking outside and it's blue skies and they're like, I
I
want
want
to
to
be
go
outside.
play soccer. I want to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
don't know,
I
man.
say-
I don't
I
think
say-
any of it's necessary.
I say masculinity because it was a boy problem where at least where I grew up.
No,
where it was only the boys getting medicated, getting diagnosed for it.
Now you hear
Yeah.
about girls like or women. You hear about women getting diagnosed as adults.
Yeah.
That seems to be more of a common theme, which is like weird as shit, bro. It's like if you went your entire fucking life and didn't get diagnosed with ADHD, and now you're going and getting diagnosed, I don't think that you're actually fucking ADHD.
You're just looking for a crutch, dude.
No, yeah, like I think all these people just want to go and fucking like they just want some pills, bro. Like I'm convinced.
I guess that's
and then
true.
like every person that I know, like every female, every male that I know that has gotten diagnosed as an adult, right? They get prescribed Adderall and they fucking love their Adderall. They just don't like to take it all the time. They just want to take it when they need it, right? Which is like, bro, that's the same thing as somebody who goes and buys it off the fucking street. We're not trying to pop this shit all the fucking time. I'm saying I'm not one. I've been sober for a long time.
And don't buy Adderall off the street. It is just meth. Like I know they say Adderall is meth.
You gotta
but when
know-
you buy
you gotta
Adderall
know
off the
where
street,
it's
you're
just
literally
like
just
anything
getting
else.
pill press
well,
meth.
I wouldn't recommend buying any pill off the street anymore. Like everything gets fucking pressed with fentanyl these days.
Yeah.
It's a quick
Not
way to
even a
OD.
pill. Just everything is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything gets
everything.
fucking pressed with fentanyl these days.
It's a crazy situation.
But
That's
no,
for sure.
on that note though, they're not taking it how it's prescribed. Which means that they're abusing.
Yeah.
You know
Which
what I mean?
means
Which
you
is like,
might
bro,
get
like you're
addicted.
just like. I don't know, man.
Dude,
I
one of
don't
my
fucking know.
sisters, she
I don't
was
think it's
diagnosed with
necessary.
ADHD from, a younger age. I don't know exactly how old, but early teen. And, as an adult, she doesn't take it anymore. At least not to my knowledge. Like, it's one of those things that, like, you don't need it.
That's why I got fat.
No,
actually,
it's just-
because
well,
I chose to get off of it. Fucking blew up, dude. Because my whole life, never felt hunger before.
Right.
So when I felt hunger for the first time at like 13 or 14, I thought it was hell. And I just started eating and eating and eating.
Yeah.
Well, around that age is when, puberty starts kicking in
Yeah.
and shit. Like, that's when you start growing as a man. So, at the same time...
So that makes a difference as well.
Yeah.
That does
But
add to it.
nonetheless, like Adderall is one of those things that I think should be more of a recreational thing than you're prescribed it, take it every day at this time, whatever the fuck.
Have you guys seen Requiem for a Dream? It's a little older movie.
Raccoon.
Requiem
One
for
more
a
time?
Dream, yeah. Jared Leto and what was it?
What's the movie called? My bad. I didn't catch
Requiem
that.
for a Dream. Am I pronouncing?
I have not.
Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream.
Yes.
I
It's
like
got,
Jared Leto though. I think he's a great actor.
Yeah,
so.
Jared Leto and Marlon Wayans. It's like,
like
two
Marlon Wayans. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
it's two stories going on. So, them two, they're heroin addicts, and they
Is this
get
old? Is it new? Is
It's
it...
like 99,
Oh yeah.
All right.
and
All right.
so they're shooting up heroin, but they start wanting to sell it, and it's just going through them like they're junkies, but but they're trying to sell it, but they're not really selling it because they're just doing it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then it also shows his mom gets hooked on Adderall, and she's just going fucking nuts. You should watch it.
I'll check it out. No, I'll check it out
Yeah.
because like that sounds like I fuck with shit like that.
It's
my
trying to
favorite
draw
movie.
parallels.
My favorite movie of all time is American Gangster. So
With Denzel, right?
yeah,
I don't think I've seen-
Denzel, and it's also got Russell Crowe.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Fucking
it.
phenomenal movie, dude. It's got some other actors in it too, but yeah, Denzel, Russell Crowe.
I think it's on Netflix right now, but I just haven't seen it.
I couldn't even tell you where it's at. I own it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I own it. I own like almost all of my favorite movies. I own, or I try to. I've been trying to. I'll say that. I've probably got like and unfortunately they're all digital. I do have some. Like I've got American Gangster. I've got The Big Short. I've got all those on physical copy too.
You
but
buy
they're
it
all in
digital?
storage up in Michigan. Yeah, so I've got a shit ton of movies digital. Yeah, I don't like it either.
That might not.
I don't. Now I will say this though. I've got them digital downloaded onto a hard drive.
Okay,
So-
yeah, because I was about to say that might not be as like a lot of people think that
Secure.
You're more secure than Netflix. I feel like they could take that away just as easy as they could take something off of
Well,
Netflix.
they've already been talking about it, dude, and like you should know, like they've been talking about it with video games, all this
Dude.
shit with like PS5 and like
Mod
everything. Like they're talking about like, oh, just because you purchase the game
Yeah.
doesn't mean you own it.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that work? Like they're talking about, oh, you got to pay for like hours and shit now. Like that's something that they're thinking about introducing is like the amount of hours you play. If you play 100 hours or some shit, then you might have to spend some more
Repay
money
for the
to
game or some
and,
shit.
and
That's
emulation.
fucking insanity, dude.
Emulation doesn't equal piracy every time. Now I'll admit most people arguing for emulation.
Just so you know.
What happened?
Lighten up a cigarette.
Most people arguing for emulation are committing piracy. I'm not going to like beat around the bush.
Yeah.
But there is other benefit. Like there is a legal benefit to emulation, which is you bought the game from GameStop, you bought the game from Walmart, and you're making a digital backup, and then you're playing it on your console. So if the disc rot, because discs do rot, they have like a lifespan, no matter how diligent
Everything does.
you are. Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's concrete or you mean.
I don't
a
think we
disc.
really ran into that yet, though.
With games printed on CDs, yeah. I have a PS4 disc that I bought from Goodwill. It was port, and that's the thing. It's from Scratches because Scratches oxygen gets
Well, that
introduced.
happens, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a PS4 disc that's rotting, but we are seeing it with like CDs.
Let me ask you this: are you old enough to where like you ever do the toothpaste trick, the toothpaste in the toilet trick?
Yeah, I did do the toothpaste.
The toothpaste, like, look, dude. So there used to be like this thing that we would do, like, if a disc was like super like fucking scratched up
yeah.
and like glitchy and shit, we would take toothpaste and we'd like rub it
Rub
all
it,
around with
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
super soft cloth and shit, and then you would take it and you'd wash all that off in the toilet.
Yeah.
Like that was how you had to do it. I don't know why that was the fucking trick, but like it worked. It worked a lot of
did,
the times.
yeah.
Like you'd put it in the toilet, you'd flush the toilet until like the shit was almost gone, and then you would take it and you would rinse it off like very softly. And then
The
you'd
toilet
go and
never
put-
snapped the disc in half
No,
as
bro.
it was going
No,
down.
No. Yeah, like, look, we've done
Yeah.
it with like Wii games, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I remember growing
Did
up.
you
that
grow
was
up on
like
Nintendo
PS2.
64? We grew up
No.
on Nintendo.
Yeah.
Look, oh man,
Oh,
see, we grew
the-
up playing Nintendo 64, bro. Like we used to like
PS1,
We were blowing on
GameCube,
cartridges,
yeah.
dog. Like we
Yeah.
were, yeah, straight up, yeah.
Which is introducing moisture to the things.
And it
Yeah,
worked,
yeah,
though.
So if
It
you
worked.
ha-
That shit worked, bro. I'll tell you that.
lot
Now,
of people-
sometimes you gotta do it 15 times.
A
but-
lot of people say it's just you're taking it out and putting it back in. That's what it is.
Possibly.
So if you got N64 disc
Well, I can remember.
around,
I can remember some games that like you could see that there would be like dirt
Gunk.
build up.
Yeah, yeah.
and they
cartridge.
say alcohol for that, then no.
I think I've done
Yeah.
that like with a Q-tip. You get a tiny bit of
Yeah.
alcohol on a Q-tip. You let it
Yeah.
dry off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause we were
I
still
think I've
playing
done
them.
that before, but
It-
at the same
We
I'm
were
time,
still playing it way later on in life too. Like,
Yeah.
like we got back into it probably around the time I was 17, so he was like 15 and shit. Like,
What's your favorite N64 game?
come on, man, Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
It's
I
gotta,
was about
okay.
to say
gotta be, bro. Gotta
that
be.
or Donkey Kong 64 for me.
Oh,
That's
really?
what I
Donkey Kong.
started.
Look,
yeah.
I loved. There was like this. I can't even remember what it was called, but there was like this fucking like soldier game, this army like where you played like it was
Army
almost like Toy
Sarge's
Story.
War. No, I know. Yes,
Okay,
Sarge's War. Where you're,
and like, bro, like,
Yeah.
like they're reintroducing that now as like a new concept, as though like it wasn't already a thing. Where like you play as like a toy, and like you're playing in real life settings though, like a playground and shit. But everything's fucking huge because you're a toy, right? And that's how this game was, bro. And they're acting like it's a new concept or some shit that they're trying to introduce when it's like
That game
bro,
was
this is
so fun,
it was
though.
lit, bro.
Yeah.
That game was phenomenal, and I loved it.
So
So
my-
for me, that would be my number 2 under Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. So my dad's collection of N64, besides like he had Smash and he had Mario 64, but I would say most of the games I played on.
See, we weren't really into all that shit.
Yeah, most of the games he played on the N64 were also PlayStation 1 games. So I prefer the PlayStation. So I just say I have more love for the PlayStation 1 over the N64.
Well, I can put it to you like this. That same time that we were fucking playing N64 and shit, like we were playing PS2, we were playing like, you know, that's why I'm an avid Grand Theft Auto fan, bro. Like one of the first games I really, really got hooked on.
Vice City.
Yeah, it was
Vice
Grand Theft Auto Vice City and then San Andreas directly afterwards. But
Dude, I
goodness
can't
gracious,
play
dude.
3 no more.
I never really cared for 3.
There's too many missions where it's like
I think I
it's
played
just
it on
bullshit.
you know what's wild is I think I had 3 on a Game Boy. I think I had Grand Theft Auto 3 on
Like
a
top
Game
down?
Boy, bro. Maybe it wasn't a Game Boy. Maybe it was, I don't know, but I feel
They might
like I
have
had
teammated for the top, like a top-down perspective. But you never played like the 3D one for the PlayStation 2?
I think actually I did. I had the actual one on PSP.
No,
PSP
No,
was
that's,
PlayStation 3 thing.
Huh?
The PSP was PlayStation 3.
The
Was
PSP
it?
that was
Yeah,
Liberty City Stories. It was a
Well, I've played all of
Same
Liberty
s-
City. Like I've played.
Yeah.
I've played all like the Ballad of Gay Tony. Like
That's what
what's
I
the
tell
other one?
people,
With
if
the
you wanna play
Lost in the
GTA 3
Damned, you got to do all of them, bro.
Yeah.
Or for 4.
Yeah. Well, that's what I tell people. If you want to play GTA 3, just play the PSP Liberty City game because you're not missing anything. That game is bullshit. The shooting.
I never cared for it. I remember.
Dude. Even the shooting in
Reptile
Vice
player, I didn't
City
care.
is bullshit, but the game has so much style. I put up with it because I like
Yeah,
the game.
there's so much shit you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
the
a
game is
big-
just a vibe.
I'm a huge fucking Grand Theft
I
Auto
love
fan,
80s
dude.
music though. I love 80s music.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
you. I get you.
That's when metal started, and that's my
I
favorite
just recently,
genre.
Netflix had this thing for a while where it was, they had Vice City, they had San Andreas, they
Yeah.
had I think it was Grand Theft Auto 3, but I beat Vice City over again on my phone, bro. Like it was mobile. That was, and it was the cool. Like, it was so fucking clear.
That's
as
been
day.
out for a while, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a thing anymore. They took it down.
Oh.
I think you can still do San Andreas if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But I remember because I was on like the last 2 missions of Vice City when they took it down, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm counting it. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm counting that, bro.
The last level is like, it's a drag, and then you die, and you got to do it all over again, because you got to fight. Because it's like, you know, it's the Scarface "Say Hello to My Little Friend" and GTA. Like you guys shoot all the way
So
through
fire,
your
bro.
house.
So fire. Scarface is.
Have you ever played
Such a
the
fun
Scarface
movie.
PlayStation 2 game?
I didn't know they had a PlayStation 2
Dude.
game. Scarface is a PlayStation 2 game?
It's like
I might have to go copy PS2, dog.
I have it on my PS2 because I have a hard drive full of games. I
You got
put
it
it on
for
my
sale?
PS2.
You trying to sell it?
No, like it's my
He said,
PlayStation 2.
no, it's
said
my
no.
PlayStation 2. What are you talking about?
But
Well, I just said I gotta go buy a PS2, and you're like, I got it.
no, what I like about it is like, because Vice City, the controls, it's not like how a game is now where you use one stick to look around, one stick to move.
Yeah.
But Scarface was like that. Scarface was like that way before Grand Theft Auto figured out how to use a controller.
There was man, what the fuck was the game called?
Scarface
there
Award
were
is
so many.
yours.
There were
That's
so
what it's
many
called.
like spin-offs from Grand Theft Auto that were like actually good.
Saints Row?
Saints Row 2.
Hell
You gotta
yeah.
be well. Saints Row 1 was good, but Saints Row 2 specifically.
I
was
just bought
fire.
that from a game
After
store in
that, they
Topeka.
fucking
It's in my
ruined it.
trunk right now.
Damn, that's
There you go,
hell
yeah.
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 But they ruined it after like Saints Row 2. Like
Yeah,
Saints
they-
Row 3 was like, you know, and then it was like they just went off the fucking rails. Like they just didn't want to be Grand Theft Auto. Is what
Dude,
it seemed like. But
that's
if they
a-
would have stuck to like the same script that they were doing and stuff, and not expanded with all the bullshit and stuff, it would have been a crazy fucking run.
That's my peeve with like media right now is, and I think it's Marvel's fault. Is like nothing can be cool and badass anymore. Everything's got to be a joke.
That's why I'm so
Dude.
looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6. I can't even tell you. Like,
But
I'm gonna go buy a
GTA
fucking
6 might
system,
be
bro.
corrupted too.
Don't even say that. Nah, they've spent too much money, bro. They ain't gonna do that to the fan base. They're not. And I mean, the trailers look phenomenal.
Yeah, I guess there isn't like
absolutely
a
phenomenal.
looking
And
at
then
the
all the
screen
leaks,
saying
too.
something stupid.
Yeah, and then all the leaks too. The leaks
Yeah.
look fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The whole game. What I think they're at like $2 billion or some shit is what
did
they
you see the
spent on
Saints
it.
Row PS5 game?
Jesus Christ. No, they got another one?
No, dude, you don't know anything about it?
No.
Look, dude, I'm not
I
in the...
don't either, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like when I buy a
Last
system,
Saints
bro...
Row game that I seen or heard anything about, it was called like something out of hell or some shit where you could be the devil.
Can we use the screen?
Yeah, sure.
Dude, you gotta
What do you want me to pull up?
the Saints Row PS5 game.
Saints Row PS5. You want me to YouTube it? What you want?
Yeah, will the audio come out good?
Yeah.
If you have a YouTube video, just watch the trailer.
I mean, it's gonna come off the TV, but it doesn't matter.
This is what I'm talking about, where nothing like badass has completely been taken away from American culture, and it's just replaced with this is just bullshit. Like, let's just be funny.
Is this what I'm looking at?
Yeah, you just watch that.
All right, bet.
You're logged in, right? Okay. Yeah, because trailers are age restricted. Dude, like, nobody fucking looks like this.
No.
I don't like, and they're all like pushing this idea, and maybe people do it like this in like Los Angeles. Maybe, I don't know, but they're just like, everyone is like this quirky looking type person.
Sure do.
Was that a gunshot?
Yeah, they shot the dealer.
That is so unprofessional.
That's so unprofessional.
It's a lot.
And like, you're supposed to, I think that guy's the player character.
Yeah.
The one with glasses.
Whenever you're ready, Jenna.
What are you guys thinking for dinner tonight? I want this chili con carne.
I don't know.
Hey guys, what you got there? Oh, stolen Marshall MDI-101.
And this is like taken completely from the textbooks of like Deadpool or something, or like the Ryan Reynolds coding.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what this makes me think of, bro? This looks like fucking Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto meets Cyberpunk.
Yeah. But you guys see what I'm talking
That's
about?
what the
Like,
fuck it looks
there's
like.
nothing sincere anymore.
Yeah.
It's because being badass, I think it takes class. You have to have class to be badass. You do have to have class to be funny, but you don't have to have class to appear funny. You know?
Right.
Like, you can do the facade of having something funny to say, but to be badass, you actually have to
So
exude
you're really big
masculinity.
into comedy. That's
What?
that's what I've noticed. You're really big into comedy.
Yeah.
And I think that was something that you had told me, was that, like, you know, you want to get into comedy.
Yeah.
And now, are you trying to do that on like an online basis? Like, how are you trying to do that? Like, what do you mean when you say like you want to break into comedy? Is that more of like you want to be like a funny streamer? You want to like what does that look like for you?
I'm open to stand up, but I
Like
think
open mic shit?
Yeah, I think what I really want to do is I think I probably want to do like either like podcast or high like edited like rants. Like, have you ever seen
I'm just gonna say rotate that way a little bit.
oh,
You're good, man. Don't trip. Don't trip. It's no big deal.
I don't know, there's like people on YouTube that they'll have like funny rants where they're just like in front of a camera, but it's not low effort. Like, they get good cameras, they get
Are you
good
talking
music.
about like Moist Critical?
No. Moist Critical is more on the low effort spectrum.
Alright.
Shoot, dude. My main inspiration is like Sam Hyde. I'm surprised you guys have never heard of Sam Hyde.
I personally haven't.
I haven't either. No.
Or this kid my age. His name's Gerbert Johnson. No.
Still,
He's into that self-help stuff too.
That's cool. Right on. Hell yeah.
But yeah,
We're kind of into like more of like the self-help, but like self-improvement, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like self-embetterment. You know, self-help is definitely big. I mean, shit, you could probably pick any one of those books, and that to an extent they're self-help books.
Do you like to distance yourself from, like, do you get what I'm saying? Where like I think self-help has a lot of like a big trope problem, and even if tropes are true, when people hear it all the time, they'll eventually start to like roll their eyes. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know what you mean by that. You gotta.
Yeah. What's a trope?
Yeah. I've never heard that.
Like I think some of the stuff David Goggins says, you know, when you
Look, David Goggins, that's a stretch for like self-help. That's you got to be.
That's on a very extreme side,
Yeah.
but yet I do think
You
that
got to
there's
be a hardcore mentality individual to really pick up on what David Goggins is putting down.
But I would
And
say when
you also got to know who, like David Goggins.
Yeah.
Like you got to really know Dave. Like you got to watch enough of his shit, enough of his content, and who he is as an individual to really understand what he's saying. Because like. He's extreme, but like if all you see is David Goggins clips where he's like, "Fucking quit being a little bitch, just get the fuck up and go fucking run," right?
Yeah.
Like you don't really understand. Like there's a side of David Goggins where he's like, "Man, I don't like,
like
I
he
don't
talks
want to
about-
fucking get up and go
There's
run."
times where I sit there and I stare at my shoes for 30 minutes before I put those bitches on.
Right,
You know
and
what I
like
mean?
his whole thing is just like conquering that side of yourself that doesn't want to.
Yeah.
That's kind of like his whole shit. Is like nobody wants to go do this shit. Nobody wants to go work out. Nobody wants to, but he takes it to like a super extreme level. But you also got to think the dude was a Navy SEAL, bro.
Yeah.
Like
That's an extreme
literally their
situation.
entire
and he
fucking
lose,
brain,
he lose
bro.
a lot of weight to become a Navy SEAL too.
He did. He
Yeah.
did lose a lot of weight. He lost.
Yeah.
I think he was like 390 pounds at his heaviest or some stupid shit like that. And now he's just, and like a lot of people also don't know that he's got like really bad knee problems and stuff.
Yeah.
And is still doing like the like really bad knee and feet problems and like still going and doing what he does, which is like just. It's all like his whole thing is that it's mind over matter, is essentially, right? Which is what Buddha says. Buddha says like the mind is everything, you know, what you think you become. And I think if there is anybody currently that is a perfect embodiment of that, it's David Goggins.
I don't think Buddha would like David Goggins though, because Buddha does believe in a
No, I mean that specific
middle
phrase.
ground. Middle
Yeah.
ground.
I mean that
And I
specific
think David
phrase
Goggins
that the
does not
mind
exude-
is everything,
Yeah.
what you think you become.
Yeah.
That specific phrase, the
Yeah.
perfect example of that is David Goggins.
I guess
Is that
too,
the mind is mind over matter. Like, and I believe that too. Like,
Yeah.
it's a matter of, you know, how far are you willing to fucking go.
I guess
and
to
I believe that.
backpedal.
I'm gonna go take a leak though.
I think like writing in a journal, right?
All right.
There's nothing inherently wrong with writing in a journal, but when you're trying to get someone that has never helped themselves, right?
All right.
And they hear it trickle down.
You're
They-
good. You're good.
They hear it trickle down from like every person, every self-help person, like write a journal. They're less likely to believe it because they think they're being co-opted into something.
Look, man, I'm
Yeah.
a perfect example of that myself. Like, it's something that we've talked about literally on the last episode of the podcast when it was just a solo episode between us, is that I've never really gotten into the journaling, but I believe that there's benefit to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just writing down how you feel in certain situations, what makes you feel that way, this or that happening in your life, whether it's good, bad, in between.
Yeah.
And I think that there's benefit to that, but it's something that I personally have never actually gotten into.
Yeah.
Joseph, on the other hand, it's something that he wants to get back into recently, but at the same time, like, there was a period of time where he was really big on writing shit down in a journal, just whatever it is. And like, I kind of understand what you mean by it feels like they're just pushing it onto you rather
It's,
than just like something you adopt to better yourself.
It's talking points instead of like a constant stream of like innovative thoughts.
All right.
And I was asking, do you guys have any ideas where you think you're separate from the meta of self-help? Do you think you have any like new ideas?
It was something that we quite literally talked about after the last episode, is that like we want to start swaying off of just because a lot of the solo episodes that we do with just us, it's primarily focused on trying to set goals to better ourselves, whether it's this, that, or the other. And a lot of it comes down to like right now in life, that's what we want to achieve. We want to be better for ourselves and all of us around us. And so like, yes, that is something that we want to start getting away from slightly. Like, it's not completely, because that's who we are as people, but at the same time, like, we understand that there's only so much content in something like that, and on a week-to-week basis, which is how we record, it's hard for people to actually take that in and not think that we're just repeating ourselves over and over, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's literally what I was trying to get at, is like, I do think the common person doesn't like the repeating.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. We acknowledge that, and it was something that we talked about after our last episode, is that like we got to start swaying into other things, not completely. Like, we still want, like, we have this segment that we do, Tough Talks.
Tough talk.
Yeah, and it's basically kind of just like shedding light on men's mental health and things like that.
We're gonna do tough talks today.
No. We don't usually do it with guests. I mean, there's sometimes, like, we had one of a guest on that we haven't aired and we will never air, but at the same time, like, it was one of those conversations that we had. It was majorly around, like, men's mental health and just overcoming adversity.
Yeah.
And we, after our last episode, like I said, this is something that we talk about a lot, like, at all times. Even after an episode, we're around here doing shit until like 2, 3 a.m. almost after every episode we record. Whether that's, we're outside smoking a cigarette, talking about different ideas that we want to do, certain guests that we want to have on. Maybe it's a major thing that we're trying to sway away from, but we also want to keep the roots, because at the end of the day, the reason why we started recording this is to hold ourselves accountable for what we say we want to do and what we're going to do. Yeah.
To an extent, that's definitely a part of it. But to kind of answer your question of, like, is there anything different from the meta, which I'm assuming what you're saying is, like, the usual shit that you hear. The difference is, dude, like, everything that we talk about when it comes to mental health and self-improvement and all that it's shit that we practice. Or that we're doing our best to practice, and it's current, it's now. Like, we're not talking about it in a past tense. Like, there are definitely things that we can talk about, at least for, like, me personally, like, in my perspective, that I can talk about in a past tense, right? That I've seen happen, that I've seen work, right? Especially with what you're talking about with writing things down.
You're not trying to be the boomer that's like, why aren't you buying a house? But, like,
no,
for
dude,
mental health.
I'm completely against, like, I don't think anybody should buy a house until you have assets that can pay for it. Yeah. That's the type of person I am. Like, I think that, who is it? It's David, what's his name? Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey, right? Like, how he talks about, like,
well, he would say you should definitely buy a house before you buy a car, though.
Yeah, but he's also
but
clear,
a car's
clear
not
all
an
your
asset.
debt.
That's a depreciating asset.
True, yeah.
And I view a house in the same way. It's an appreciating asset, quote unquote, right? But like, your house isn't really an asset because it doesn't cash flow, right? You can borrow equity from it, and then what are you doing? You're just leaving yourself further in debt. So that even goes against what, like, Dave Ramsey would say, right? Yeah. But, like, for me personally, it's, I'm really big about, like, what's his name? Robert Kiyosaki, something like that. He's the dude who wrote Rich Dad. He wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, but
which I know that Dave Ramsey and him are, like, completely opposite. Because Dave Ramsey's like, avoid debt at all times. This guy's like,
but
you need credit
Dave
cards
Ramsey's for the average individual who's not trying to build a business, who's not trying to do all this, that wants to get to wealth, right? Which, quote unquote, wants to get to wealth. Which, if you don't have debt and you have a decent income, you're definitely, especially in this country, right? Especially in America, you are wealthy to an extreme extent.
I think the biggest lie told to, like, young entrepreneurs is, like, that Warren Buffett made his money putting every dollar into the S&P 500. Like, fuck that.
No,
dude, he's a fucking zillionaire, dude. He's taking risks. But he
and it's also how long was that wealth accumulated over?
Right? He'll never say take risks, though. He's like, put it in the S&P 500. It might give you an early retirement, but it's not going to make life-changing amounts of wealth.
It's like, if it's anything to do with stocks, and this is what I think is hilarious, is almost anybody who wants to talk about making money and this and that, like, that doesn't actually know anything about it, they immediately go to, well, I've been buying stocks and this and that. And it's like, yeah, that's cool, bro, but, like, you can put $10,000 into X amount, like the most high-yield dividend stocks, and you're going to make a couple $100 a year. Yeah. Off of 10 racks, right? So you got to think about that, and you got to think about, well, how much do you actually have to put in? Like, when it comes down to stocks, that's more of an on-paper money, right? Like you're worth X amount on paper.
Like,
that's
Elon Musk is a prime example.
A lot of people confuse wealth with liquid cash. That's the problem. It's like they hear that, like, oh, X person has so much money, but realistically, that's just what they have asset-wise, right? Yeah. Because, like, your stocks, properties, all these things, they get counted as assets, right?
And so calculate your net worth.
Well, how do you? Because, like, I measure wealth as how soon can you stop working? Because life
No,
is
I'm
not
the same
about
way.
working.
Look.
Yeah.
Him and I have this conversation all the time. Like, by all means, as of right now, I'm considered a success amongst all my peers, amongst my family members, the whole nine, right? Especially from where I started and where I am now, and all these other things. But to me, it's the furthest thing from it, right? Like, this is a start. Getting shit like this going is a start. For me, it's not having to go to work. I'm looking forward to working on something that I'm building for me and for my kids later on, and all this other shit, right? I'm okay with working as long as I'm working on something that's building for me and for my family, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go. The moment I'll know I made it is when I don't got to go clock in. That'll be it, right?
Yeah.
To me, that's like what we do now. That's work, right? Like I'm basically obligated. I'm tied to this place, like I'm a fucking slave for X amount of hours out of a day in order to get a paycheck to. It's a means to an end, bro. For me, right? For me, it's like a stepping stone. I've got to do this right now in order to do what I'm trying to do later. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, success is I just want to do the shit that I want to do, bro. When I'm able to get up and like, if I don't want to fucking go and work on these businesses this day, I've already got people in place that like they know what their job is. They know what they're doing. I don't have to. Like if they call, I'll answer. What's up? Da da. But I want to be able to. It's owning your time. That's what true success is. The moment where you can do whatever the fuck you please with your time and you have the funds to fund it. Like if you just fucking wake up and, you know what, I want to take the family to Cabo.
Yeah.
That's success, right?
And you're talking about the same thing I'm talking about, which is like, how can you stop working? Yes? No? If yes,
Can you
and then it's
afford
also,
to not
it's
work?
not just
You're
that
wealthy.
though, it's how long.
Yeah. But not just can you afford, but can you maintain your social status and not work? Because like you could definitely like, I feel like
Now, what do you define as social status? That's a big question too.
like.
Are you talking about like
can you
what
go
kind of
trade
cars
in-
you drive, what kind
Yeah,
of clothes
can you
you
go
wear,
trade
shit
in
like
your
that.
car for the same price car? Or because you quit your job, do you have to go, you know,
Downsize,
Well,
get
see,
a
now,
smaller
here's the
house.
funny
Alright.
part about
Yeah.
that, right? Is if you look at 99% of people, bro, and I'm saying 99% because it is 99% of people. We just had to talk about this not too long ago. Where like I'm trying to be less envious of people driving around in brand new fucking Escalades and shit.
dude, but
Because
it's hard.
like,
If you're a car guy like me,
I'm a car guy, man. Like I love cars. I love nice cars. And the reason I use an Escalade as an example is just because like other people are gonna. It makes it relatable. Where it's like, yeah, you know, an Escalade's a nice car. For me personally, what it is like a brand new like Lexus
BMW.
GX like
Dude.
580 for like the family vehicle. But being like, yeah, he's right on the spot. Like a brand new M5. Like, yeah, dude, I fucking love the idea of a brand new M5.
So are you guys into,
what I
like,
don't
luxury?
love? What I yeah, 100%.
like luxury cars,
I
for
love
me,
luxury and performance.
for me that's
And
like
reliability, which Beamer's not, but you get that. Well, I mean, they're getting there.
that's insane. I've never had it explained to me in a way that makes sense, but like people that spend supercar money on an SUV have never made sense. Like never made sense to me, dude.
Now, what type of SUV? That's the question, right? Like supercar money on what type of SUV?
So, like,
because there are some that are out there now that
Like the Mercedes, like the G-Wagon, I don't get
it,
like
bro.
I would
The
rather
new
have
ones-
a Corvette.
The new ones I
I'd rather
understand.
have a Corvette.
The new ones I understand. It depends on where you're at in the world, what you plan on doing with
you
it.
don't have kids, do you?
Like, well, it's not,
So
you're not
that's
getting a fucking
partially-
G-Wagon
yeah.
if you have kids, bro. Like, that's not what you're going for. A G-Wagon is strictly for, like, it's the status symbol, right? First and foremost.
Well, yeah.
It's,
The
G-Wagon's a
Mercedes
fucking, it's a fucking
But
G-Wagon,
but
dog.
is people say that, but
then on
isn't
top of
a
that, bro-
Corvette a status symbol?
Nah,
Is
I
it a
wouldn't really say that,
Lamborghini?
bro. A Lamborghini is, yeah. A Corvette, like, it's
I think the
literally, they
C8's
literally,
getting toward that,
Yeah,
but
it is.
I only said Corvette first because I think a G-Wagon and a Corvette are more
similar price range.
similar in price.
no,
yeah.
they're definitely not. Maybe not. Nah, it's
How
still
much do
probably
these
not either.
Mercedes go for? They're not.
Like
They're
a
not
G-Wagon, bro?
120 to 180,
dude.
bro.
Yeah,
You're
that's what
talking
I'm saying.
low
The
end
Aventador is like-
120 for a base model. You're talking a G-Wagon, like you get a G-Wagon like with a Brabus, right? Like you can go anywhere from fucking half
Quarter
a mil,
mil,
bro.
yeah.
Like quarter mil. Definitely
So is the
300
base
to
model not good
500,000.
enough? You don't get into the parties with the base model?
No, you definitely. It's still a G-Wagon. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
That's
Like it's
what
still
I'm
a G-Wagon, but I think base. I'm still like I think 120. We're probably low in it. It's probably
I mean,
closer to
look,
170.
nobody wants to base model anything. You're talking about a Corvette,
And if you've got
Camaro,
that type of
whatever
money,
it is, like
and if
nobody's
you-
trying to give.
If you've got that type of money, let's be realistic. Like, are you actually getting a base model? If you're getting a base model, you're probably making just enough to afford the lease, and that's what I was getting towards. Is all of this shit is just debt, bro, for 99% of people.
Yeah.
We work with a shit ton of them, bro, where you see them, they're driving nice cars, they got this and that. What I see, personally, is I see a rack a month going out. That's what I see. I see a rack a month that's not coming in. Instead, you owe it to these people, and that's why you got to come here every day, right? So to the point of what you were saying of like, can you still afford your status, is if they can still afford their status is more so a matter of do they own what they have. It's not a matter of like, can you afford it? It's do you own it? Because if you don't own it, you're definitely not going to be able to afford it because you've got $1,000 a month that you got to come up with minimum just for your fucking vehicle. And that's with, the note, insurance. It's rare these days to find anybody with a note under $500.
I think the thing about
even on shit cars, bro.
Yeah.
People be driving like the shittiest fucking cars and like they've got a $500, $600 note just because like their credit wasn't straight. And I understand. I will say this before I move on is I understand that there are certain people and certain circumstances where it's like they needed a car, they need something now. Maybe they were able to get it with very little money down, but it fucked them on APR and I get that. That's people, just the state of the economy and the state of the world. I think we've got like close to $2 trillion in fucking car note debt, bro. Yeah. That's insane. That is insane. It's all just a facade, bro. Like everything that you see that looks like wealth is not actual wealth.
Even when it comes to houses, man.
Yeah, you know like that's most people are over $100,000 in debt on a house. And it's realistically, none of them are going to pay it off until it's due. And then even then, most of the time they pull out a HELOC, they pull out a home equity loan of some type or they remortgage to
they never save for repairs either.
Right, like that's so like the big thing is like, bro, everything you see that might look like wealth is not wealth, bro. Yeah. It's debt. It's these people. Most of these people, they got to have 2 incomes. They got to work 60 plus hours a week, or they're making a decent amount of money on a 40-hour week where they can afford it, but they can't stop working. Like they got it, and they also, because they've locked themselves in to so much fucking debt, all their money's going out. That's why I think it's some stupid number, like 80% of America or some dumb shit like that lives paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. No matter how much money they make, they're still living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because the more money you make, the more you want to look like you make money, right?
That's what I was about to say.
To look like you make money. That's the problem, bro. It's all fucking. We've all gotten caught up into this fucking social media bullshit where like it's you gotta fucking flashy. You gotta be flashy. You gotta look like you have money. This and that, dude. Fuck all that shit, dude. I'll drive fucking a beater for as long as I possibly can, or a $5,000, $6,000 car. That's like it's comfortable, nice to me, as long as it means that the money's staying in and not going out. And what it is going out to is some shit that's gonna build, right? Like. Him and I have had talks about it with like me building this studio, right? Is the amount of money that I've put into all of this shit in the last couple months, I could have had what was essentially my dream car, which is just a nice, like, dude, all I want is like a 2012, 2013 550i, BMW, twin turbo V8. You got all the luxuries. I want an all black peanut butter interior. I find them all the time on Marketplace, fucking anywhere between 6 to 10 racks.
The BMWs on Marketplace will ruin you, dude. They will ruin you.
Look, if I buy it outright, this is what I'll say is that I've got enough because I don't have shit going out. I don't have a lot of, I don't have debt. I don't have all these things, right? Is that I can afford that. Yeah. And it's something that you, like anybody who buys a BMW, if you don't know, you're going to find out. Yeah. But like, if you
don't
actually
they say
know,
save $2,000 a year on just repairs for a BMW?
No, I think it's way more than that. It depends on like the year, model, like what you're getting. Like, dude, look, if you get what I'm talking about, like the 2012, 2013.
Are you a Beamer guy?
I'm not against them, but I'm not necessarily for them. Like, if we're talking about luxury vehicles, I'm more of a Porsche type of guy, but at the same time,
I don't know if you can consider that luxury.
Porsche is definitely a supercar. Like, you get crunched into those.
Depending on what you get, like you can get
and
just a luxury.
I'm the same way. Where I'd rather get like a 911 Turbo or a Cayenne Turbo S or something than a SUV.
GT3 RS.
See, I'm more low. I just want Honda Civic Type R. Dude, I'm just into those I'm just into 4-banger JDMs. I don't know why.
Look, so I've talked about the 550i and stuff. Look, I've been really leaning towards a GS 350. I think is what it is. I think it's a GS 350. It's a Lexus.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Lexus
Yeah,
sedan.
yeah.
But oh my god, bro! Look, I've watched enough videos of them and shit, and like the interior, just like the luxury wise, like comfort wise, like what you get, and then like performance too. Like you get a decent little bit of performance where it's not anything insane, but it's like you can still have fun driving it. It's got the slap paddles, you know what I mean? Like that can be fun.
Which to me does not replace a manual transmission.
No, absolutely not. It never will.
I got a punch in
It
the
never
clutch.
will.
Dude, everything. I was at an arcade today, and
Ironically, though, that's what damn near every supercar has is the slap paddles.
Yeah.
dude, well, because it's faster on the track, you'll never be able to shift clutch out
Yeah.
as fast as that dual clutch can, right? But like I was at an arcade, and I realized at that moment it is the clutch because it had a stick shift,
Yeah.
right, for the game, but I wasn't clutching in, so it wasn't the thing, dude.
Yeah.
I need a clutch pedal. If maybe
So is your Accord manual?
no, my Civic was. My Civic was. My Accord is my
Look,
grandma's.
one of my vehicles out there is a manual. That
Dude.
Fusion out there,
Does
it's
it
a
run?
manual Fusion. No, it doesn't run.
Well, I mean, you
I
could
need
get
a
it
new
running.
battery in it, and it would run and drive. It's
also
not in good state, but it would
it's
run
really
and
on its
drive.
last leg.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's
Five?
not registered.
5-speed.
Yes, sir. 5-speed manual.
Okay.
My brother-in-law, he has an 8-speed 535i,
Wow.
2011, and he's done so much work with it. Like he took it to Scraping the Coast. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's like it's a car show shit down in Missouri.
We don't get car
or
shows
Mississippi in Mississippi,
Yeah.
and he won like first place for like I think it was like craziest German or like some shit like that. And
Oh.
like he's got a joke where he's like Ricer Euro, like that's what he like
Ricer
because like
Euro.
that's literally what he's done with it, bro. It's like how much time, money, effort that he's put into that car is. I don't even know if he still has it. I know last
Well-
I knew he was trying to sell it. He might have sold it.
Well, Rice is more of an insult. The way I see Rice is someone that is only focused on like making it look like a sports car to like a Ford
For
banger.
Ricers?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
talking about for like Civics and stuff? Making it look like a sports car.
No, like when I see a
Cosmetic.
yeah, only
mods.
cosmetic,
Yeah, not performance
specifically
mods.
to like a Ford banger.
I'd rather my car look like shit.
I don't know,
but
man.
it
I've seen a
runs
lot of
fucking
racers that
fantastic.
I think cosmetics is, I think that's where a lot of people focus on first on Ford.
And I think that's what makes a Rice.
But
Is
I've seen-
only
I've seen-
cosmetic.
I think
No
that's where they get
performance.
the bad stigma is
Yeah.
from people. You
The
mean putting some
majority-
stickers on their car,
Yeah.
maybe a wide body kit that's fucking off Temu or some shit, and then
the wide body kit that falls off the minute it touches snow.
and things like that. Maybe slam it a little bit, and I think that's where
fucking
ricers
crazy.
get a bad rep. But I think overall, like if you're a true ricer or whatever, you're the type of person that's going all out with your vehicle no matter what.
You're thinking, at least from where I've grown
Ricer-
up,
so
you're thinking of
from-
like tuning. You're thinking of tuners.
Well,
Yeah,
no, that's what a
tuners.
ricer is,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
A ricer is taking a cheap car.
I
Something
thought
that,
Rice is an acronym for race car inspired. Fuck.
Well, I've only heard ricer. I've always heard it as a ricer. Like,
Well,
that's
yeah,
a ricer.
because
Like this, and
The
that.
because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
acronym is Rice, and then you are the ricer. You as the driver,
I get
you're
you.
the
So
ricer.
from what I've being in the scene and shit, and like what I've come to understand is that like if you're a ricer, it's because like you got a car that's super cheap to mod, and you
Yeah.
modded the fuck out of it, and because it's super cheap, but you like to an extent where it's like it no longer was cheap, where it's like you've got thousands of dollars into this vehicle that everything that was done was relatively cheap, but it's now
Which when
a
you
fucking
sell
high
it-
performance car
Yeah.
because you fucking tuned the shit out of it, upgraded everything, you did everything that you possibly could. That's
Which
a ricer.
when you
and
this
they
is-
look nice. Sometimes they look like shit, bro. But I think that's a taste thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, I see people driving around in Maximas and stuff where like they chromed out all the edges and like fucking put chrome wheels on it,
just
and they
shakes
got like
his
sticker decals and stuff, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing right now? Like,
Dude, spinners are so stupid. It's insane to me that these even these people that you're talking about don't even do spinners no more, bro.
So are spinners like the rim spinning, or is that like the floaters?
rim spinning.
All right, all right.
And the thing about those is like the reason they went out of style is because I think unless you're like Exhibit Pimp My Ride, you're just getting hubcaps. You're just
that's funny.
huh?
I said unless you're Exhibit. I
Yeah,
thought that was funny. Yeah.
Dude,
I
it's-
wouldn't expect you to know who Exhibit is.
That that is actually
yeah.
funny.
you're literally just getting a spinning hubcap on. Aren't those called like Steelies?
Yeah.
When you put a hubcap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Nonetheless, yeah, I get what you're talking about, and I think that, like, granted, I'm not like super deep into this. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy cars and this, that, the other. I'm more into like the performance than the cosmetic side of vehicles, no matter what. But at the same time, I think that's where racers or whatever get the bad rep, is that like they focus on the cosmetic side rather than the performance side of the vehicle, instead of like getting a tune done and trying to make your car a little faster, maybe getting exhaust and getting fucking fuel injectors, all these other things that you can get for a vehicle to boost the performance.
I like the idea.
They'll get an exhaust.
Sleepers, bro.
They'll get an exhaust.
I like a sleeper.
They'll straight pipe it.
Yeah.
Straight pipe.
But man, my Fusion out there, bro, the exhaust fucking rotted off, and I had to just straight fucking take a skill saw to that bitch and just cut it off.
Look, I'll never forget one day this dude, he gets a hold of me.
Exhaust note.
He gets a hold of me. He's doing DoorDash, and he's like, dude, he's like, fuck, look at this shit. And like he FaceTimes me, he like gets down, and his entire fucking middle of the exhaust is just like
on the ground.
Dude, the same.
And I'm like, fuck.
So I have so much hate for like the community like that, because I was going through a phase like that. I slammed the Civic, right?
All right.
I didn't paint it, but someone painted it black. It was very bad. And that car gave me so much problems because I got it off of a guy that was like, it was like 200,000 miles. He did the transmission swap on its own. It wasn't naturally a manual.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's almost never a good situation to be in.
I'm trying to tell the cautionary tale of some people, and it frustrates me because these up and coming like car guys that are kids still, and they're on like their first, second, or third car, they just don't get it that like you probably shouldn't mod a car. If you want a fast car, you should probably buy it fast.
Something
like you
from
were
the
saying,
factory that's designed to be quick.
Because like you were saying, putting thousands of dollars, the market, if you ever have to part with it, the market's not.
You're losing money. Yeah, you're losing money no matter what.
Work you put into
unless
it.
it's like a fucking already stupid expensive car, you're definitely gonna lose money.
So, yeah, I think anyone that's looking at a fast car should probably just buy fast.
Yeah. Spend the extra thousands.
I mean, look, dude, that's why I say like I really like the 550i's, you know, with a twin turbo V8.
Yeah.
It's you get all the luxuries of a BMW, and then you get like some get up and go.
Yeah.
You know, you can definitely have fun in that car, and that's all I want. I want luxury. I want and it's BMW, so you still get like the status aspect of it too, right? Like and
I think what would really fix this problem.
I would love an M5. I would love an M5, but like a 550, you get a 12. You get a 2012 550i. You compare it to an M5, and it's like there's not too much of a difference other than
what, like 100 horsepower or something.
Like you're losing, like most of it's losing the luxuries, and I don't even think it's 100 horsepower. I think in most circumstances it's like 40. It's like I'm not tripping on all that, bro. Like I want the luxuries.
But is the M all wheel opposed to your 550 is a front wheel?
That's a good question. I know that
because like that's what
actually
happens.
The 550, most of them are all-wheel drive.
Because that's what happens with like the Dodge.
If I'm not mistaken.
When you get into like the Dodge like Cats or the Scats, then they switch to all-wheel. I used to think it was that's when like a Scat Pack was when you got V8, but no,
the
apparently
Hemi is what I thought a Scat
apparently
was.
they make V8s with base models, and I was going around. I thought all base model Challengers were V6s.
No, you can get it. You can get a base model Hemi.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same thing with like the Chrysler 300. You can get a super nice like 300S that's got a Hemi and shit in it. You know what I mean? Like that's. I love seeing people swap out the 300Ss that have the Hemi, and they swap them out with like Hellcats or like Demon engines and shit. Like they badge them up the whole nine, dude. Like to me, that's like the entire, like if you're gonna fucking do something, if you're gonna spend some money on something, that's the way to fucking do it, because it's gonna increase the value because it's a rarity. You don't see it happen often. The 300 is already a super sought after car. It is and by all means a classic already. Like you're getting to a point where I think they've already discontinued making them, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure they have to discontinue.
There's going to come a time
What is that, GM?
No,
Chrysler?
that's
Chrysler.
Stellantis. That's what it is. It's
Stellantis?
Chrysler, but yeah, it's Stellantis now.
Yeah.
That's the whole Mopar group. That's
'Cause I was-
Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Dodge. Those were all Stellantis.
Yeah, because I was gonna say GM has a history of taking cars people really like, and you have like economic collapse just a little bit, like Pontiac. There was some
Pontiac,
badass Pontiacs.
Look, the G8, that last G8 was fucking crazy, dude. I think
There has so many cars they could have just stopped
done
making.
some. They could have. There's so many things that they could have done that,
But
like
they
don't
picked
listen
Pontiac,
to.
dude.
They don't listen to the people, right? Now, a perfect example of listening to the people and it working is this dude who just took over Red Lobster, bro. He just led like the fucking
Red Lobster's
craziest.
not done.
Huh?
I thought Red Lobster was done.
No,
I thought it was
look,
done
they just
too,
had
yeah.
like they just had a crazy comeback. Look, I'll show you. And like, look, it's all from the CEO. The CEO
Yeah.
just went and did a fucking crazy. He went on like the Breakfast Club. He went on like he just going and like talking all. It was all just social media, bro. Like he just knows how to run social media. And so he goes on. He's talking about all these things, and then next thing you know, all you see. Because like they brought like a seafood boil, right? Like he listened to the people. He listened to what the people wanted, and then he was like, "How quick can we put this in place?" And then you had like all these, well, not streamers. What do you call them? Influencers. Yeah, you had all these influencers going and like, "Oh, trying Red Lobster's new seafood boil," which fucking hit the mark. And then he was like, they were saying, "Oh, we want more flavors. We want more spices and that." So he brought on 4 more flavors, and it's like just like that, quick as he possibly could, and it was just fucking genius marketing. And I think he did the same thing with like I think it was P.F. Chang's.
Yeah.
Like it's not his first rodeo. It's just like this is the first time where you're really seeing him as like the face, and it's because he did it social media wise. But
yeah,
fucking just listening to the people, and like now they went from being bankrupt to they're probably gonna have like their best year ever this year now.
Yeah.
That's insanity, bro. That's insanity. But it's
Yeah.
just from listening to what the people wanted. It's not fucking rocket science. Like if GM were to come out with another fucking square body, like fucking Chevy Silverado or some shit, like, and you make it look like a classic, but like, dude, look, you see it all. Like, there's literally spin-off companies, like
Retro
vintage,
mod,
like
what you're
vintage,
talking
yeah,
about,
where
yeah.
they're taking like the body of a Bronco, but then they're putting all the modern amenities into it, and they sell out the ass for crazy amounts of money.
Really?
And it's just because like that's what people want. They want the
thought they
classic
were-
look with modern amenities. And if one of these companies were to just actually fucking listen to that and give the people that, like Ford had a chance with bringing back the Bronco.
Yeah.
Instead they gave us this ugly fucking piece of shit, whatever the fuck it is. You know?
I thought Resto Mods.
Chevy did the same thing with the Blazer. Look at the fucking Blazer. The Blazer's like, it's not what the people
SUV.
wanted. They wanted the Blazer. You know what I mean? They wanted that fucking reliable, fucking square bodied. That's what they wanted.
I'm actually surprised because I thought Resto Mods were going to have a problem because, like, collectors don't like Resto Mods because
When you're collecting, you want the original, bro.
you're-
That's where
and
the
you're
value
taking
comes from.
in their mind you're
But that's
taking.
not what the average individual
Yeah.
wants. That's the thing. It's like the
But these
average
Resto Mods
consumer.
get really expensive. I'm
Oh,
sure the
most
average
definitely,
doesn't.
Yeah, because that's people who can afford it.
Yeah, and
You got to think about that.
back to Red Lobster, I could see a restaurant like Red Lobster going down because they got this problem. It's same with like Olive Garden, where there's no middle class, right? Like if we're
Not
gonna
anymore. No.
yeah, if you're gonna be a businessman, you have to concede that there is no middle class. So this restaurant's for the middle class, right? Red Lobster is like $40 a person. That's too expensive for low class, and that's too cheap for high class. Because like high class people, they're getting
That, yeah, I
the
remember like, bro, look,
privates.
I just had a conversation with somebody not too long ago about if you were to ask me what's a nice restaurant, I'm gonna say the Cheesecake Factory. There's a certain amount of people that are like, fucking, that's nice, dude. I had like one of the best meals I ever had not too long ago.
How much
like,
it cost per
first time
person
going.
at Cheesecake?
This is what I'll say is that it was myself, my ex-wife, my ex-sister-in-law, her friend, and then my 2 oldest boys, and I think I dropped like $200-something. So it wasn't too bad, bro. But like I will say this, that like the presentation of the plate looked not like better than anywhere I've ever been. Like there was presentation on
Is
the plate.
Cheesecake
Like,
hearty? Like, do you leave full? I've never had
Oh,
it.
dude, it was
I've never had it
phenomenal.
either,
I
so-
highly recommend it. Like,
Okay.
if you haven't had Cheesecake Factory, you got to go out to Kansas City as soon as possible and go have
Okay.
Cheesecake Factory. It was a life-changing experience for me. Like I'm not kidding you, dude. Like I was like, what the fuck have I been? Why did nobody tell me about this? You know. But it's like one of those places where it's like, for me, the way I grew up and shit, like that's high end, bro. Like that was class. Like that shit, like from the moment you walked in, it was like, I know I'm fucking spending some money here. But it's also like, dude, there are people who go places and it's like the entree. Like Mac Miller has a line like, how the hell I spent $300 on this entree, right? Like, but that's a real. There are places where it's like you're fucking, for one person, you're probably spending a rack plus. Right? Yeah. Like that's a thing, but you're dealing with like Michelin star chefs and shit like that. It's just a different experience. It's a different culture.
Have you seen the Menu?
The movie?
Yeah.
I think I have. I don't think I watched it all the way through. I remember it starts off with like this dude and the chick like going in and like she says something snarky or something like that, and he's like, "You don't understand where you're at," or some shit like that. So I think I have seen it.
That's what I think every Michelin chef is like. I literally think they will like blow their brains out on a plate. What?
Is that like with Edward Norton?
Edward Norton? I don't think it's Edward Norton. It seems like a movie Edward Norton would like to be in.
Dude, what's if I'm not no, it's not him. It's got
that one girl that is in like every movie now. No, I say that.
I'm trying to think of what her name. It's not Jennifer Lawrence, is it? No. It's not Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh.
Look, I'm saying this.
She's
like
in Mad Max. She's in the Mad Max.
She has really beady eyes.
So
I'm not.
I was gonna say not my type.
The Menu. Okay.
She's always got like a mouth going on. She's like halfway open her mouth. Yeah,
okay,
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, you gotta. It's a really good fucking. That's a really good cast. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a great cast. I think I have watched it. I think I have. I'm pretty sure
did
I've watched
you get to
it.
the
Did it say horror comedy?
I remember like they had like the farm on like the fucking like weren't they staying there too or something? Like it was like a whole like experience. It was like you gotta stay here.
Well, did you at least get to the point where people started dying?
Oh,
see, dude, look, I'm telling you.
Okay, so like the big
I don't think. See, so maybe I think I did, bro. But like, I also think I watched it like the day it came out or some shit.
So the big like oh shit moment is like the sous chefs like
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. The sous chefs.
We haven't watched it. It's a pretty old movie now.
Yeah.
It's like it's been out a couple years, I think.
Well, they like worship the chef, right?
Yeah.
So like this one guy, like he's like getting like he's kind of getting fucked with, and like he's like trying to get perfection out of him, and I think it's like to start the meal, they like present the sous chef that made it, and then he like comes out and just like blows his brains out. Oh, and then he's like, "Oh wait, you guys need to eat now."
God damn!
It's a crazy.
That's one way to start a fucking meal, man. God.
That's not how the movie starts. The movie starts.
No,
like, you don't expect. I have seen all of it because I remember thinking like, I remember as the movie progressed, I was like, what in the fuck is going on now? Like, because the shit just takes a whole fucking turn, which is I like that type.
And
of
I don't think it's the craziest thing because I think.
So you seem like you're a big movie guy.
Because food is just food, you know what I'm saying?
You seem like you're a big movie guy. What's your favorite movie? If you had to pick, I already told you mine's American Gangster.
If I had to pick, well, I don't know because.
And that's a hard one to say.
I wouldn't watch one movie for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I just stopped watching it.
All right. Like I can understand that. I would say my favorite movie is probably either Wolf of Wall Street or Superbad. I'm a comedy guy, but
Wolf of Wall Street's fire. Superbad's fire movie, hilarious. Superbad's hilarious.
I'm gonna say it's my favorite movie just because.
I think that's actually.
I think it's something I would want to make.
Life.
Is Borat.
Borat? All right.
I would just say because that's something I'd actually want to do.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he said he's into comedy, bro.
King of the Castle.
Yeah.
Have you seen Matan Evan?
I don't even know. You're speaking a different language to me.
That one kid that has like the slick back hair and he's always trolling people.
Dude. He gets under people's fucking skin.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if he's actually 17. He's been saying he's 17 for like a couple years now.
you're trying to, I want to get back to this comedy thing. You want to break into comedy.
Sort of.
I
don't want to I want people to respect me. I don't want people to think that I just like, I don't want people to think I just got like boosted into it, you know?
What do you mean?
Like I want to build up, like when you say, what did you say, what into comedy?
Like you want to get into comedy.
Yeah.
And you said a specific word,
yeah,
and I understand what he means.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be like Cam Patterson or what's his name?
Cam
Patterson's fucking hilarious.
I
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah.
But like,
he's fucking
I
hilarious.
don't know if he was doing stand up before he went on Kill Tony like that, was he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
All right,
Most
never
people,
mind then.
if you make it on Kill Tony, you've probably been doing stand up.
I've seen a lot of clips from like
They
Kill
do
Tony
say
where it's
Cam
like somebody
Patterson
saying,
is like the fastest growing comic though. Like he was only
not
like
surprising, bro.
Like compared to like
Kill Tony's fucking
20 years,
huge, dude.
he's only done like 5. That's what I hear.
all right, yeah.
But like it's Kill Tony, you're gonna see a lot more of that with spaces like Kill Tony.
oh yeah, man, it's Kill Tony and like the mothership in general is like a big scene for comedy and just boosting comics and that whole industry. I guess
you got to think about it, right? It's networking.
Yeah.
It's networking, bro. Like that's literally what it is at the purest form. Is you've got all these people here who are already big named comedians.
Which
and then even if you just go on the mothership on like an open mic night, you're not even on Kill Tony. There might be somebody there that's like, hey, you know what? Like I fucking loved that, and they're gonna put you in contact with some people. They're gonna say, hey, look, you go talk with them. You're gonna go upstairs. You're gonna go see. Like I want to see a longer set, and then if you kill that, like, and they'll book you. Like they'll get you booked. Why? Because like
for
the
an
name
opening
holds
act
value,
or whatever the
right?
fuck
But
it
the
is.
name holds value.
But
and
I think
that's all
that
it
has
is,
a, I
bro,
think
at
that
the
has
end
a
of the
dark
day.
side though. I think it has a dark side when like people
You talking about stand-up comedy?
where it's getting so cliquish and circle jerky that you can't call out comics that aren't funny, and then there's comics that are really not funny that
Give me some examples.
they're getting like GOAT status. You know what I'm saying?
Give me some examples.
Come on, dude.
You gotta give me some. Like
Joe Rogan, he's not a good comic. He's a good.
I liked his last set. That shit, whatever was on fucking. I'll say this: that before that, I never watched any of Joe Rogan's comedy. I might have seen clips,
I've
but
never
he just
really
did some
watched
shit
Joe
on
Rogan.
He's
Netflix.
kind of just doing Dane Cook's
He just
thing.
had that shit on Netflix that was fucking. I don't know. That shit was hilarious, bro. I thought it was funny as fuck.
He kind of just does the Dane Cook thing where he compares humans to animals a lot, and then like puts everything in perspective of like if we're monkeys. And I get if you never watch like
That sounds like Joe Rogan.
yeah. I get if you don't watch a lot of comedy, but like you get that a lot, and it gets really eye rolly. Like
I don't think Joe Rogan gets that GOAT status for him being
He's
a
definitely
comedy.
untouchable.
I think
He's
because
definitely
of look at what he's done
Yeah.
for comedy.
And
It's that, right? It's not for how funny he is as a comic. It's look at what he's done for comics, bro. You got to think about it. Like
Bert Kreischer,
the mother
fucking
shit, bro.
hilarious,
Bert
man.
Kreischer is fucking hilarious. Like, yeah, dude. There's so many comedians right now that are just absolutely
Theo
fucking killing.
Von,
That
like another one.
They're not going to be as big as they are without Joe Rogan. And it's because Joe Rogan's got one of, if not the biggest podcasts in the fucking world. He has them on. They talk, and then he puts them in spaces. Again, it's networking, bro. That's all it is.
But I don't think there's too many checks and balances.
Joe Rogan's probably one of the fucking most well-connected persons in the fucking world, dude. There's not too many spaces where he doesn't have an into. That's something that people fail to realize. Not like, let alone the fact that he went and just built this comedy mothership, and then immediately the shit just fucking took off. Like, Austin is the
sold
space
out
now.
immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, Austin is the space now for comedy.
But you don't think Austin is the downfall? As in like New York, you're not getting any passes in New York, right?
What do you mean by passes?
Like you have to come with your best shit in New York.
Oh, okay.
And I think
okay.
Austin is too much of like a pat on the back where
Like participation trophy type of situation?
yeah, and it's because
Like just because you came out here and you tried, like...
and I think comedy's becoming like jokes are becoming about being a comic instead of like I'm a person that's funnier than the average person, you know? And comedy's being seen more as like I don't even know if this is like coherent. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
You're saying
like
it's
their
becoming a little
jokes-
too mainstream.
No, it's like their jokes are structured around like, you know, I'm a celebrity and I make more money than you. So put that in perspective about what I'm about to say. Instead of like, it used to be like I'm poor as shit and you guys are coming, you spent your hard-earned money. So I'm going to act like you guys, except
So
I'm
you're
just
mad
funny.
that comics are making money now?
I'm not mad that they're making money, but I'm mad that like they don't have grime anymore.
I feel like it's the same situation with anybody.
Like you think they're
even
coming up
artists.
too easy is what you're saying.
What?
But like they're kind of coming up a little too easy now.
No, they're like rappers, dude. They're like rappers,
rappers.
and they
Artists.
shouldn't be rappers.
I don't know, man. I think it's just. I think what it is that that's just how big comedy is now, and I think that's a big part of that is kind of like how we said that there is no middle class. What comes with that is everybody's looking for a fucking escape from their everyday lives, and comedy's one of those things that people are gonna go to naturally.
Everybody likes to laugh. Bro.
We're gonna go to this escape, and what comes with that is you're gonna see it grow. You're gonna see it become a bigger thing because this is what people find comfort in. This is their escapism, right? It's the same thing with video games, bro. Video games, I don't care what anybody says, it's an escapism. Now it's growing into this thing where it's like you can make a fucking living doing this shit, and you can make a killing doing it, and all this. You can use, like, bro, it's basically the same fucking thing with the video game landscape. Yeah. It's, you think about it, it's, you have people like Jinxie, who it's like, okay, yeah, cool, this dude's like a super good video game player, but now he's renowned or looked upon, like, at a certain point, it's like you have this space now that comes with a certain responsibility, and it's like, this is just a kid who fucking played video games.
Yeah.
But because of the platform that he's built now, there's responsibility that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I could say the same thing about, like, oh my god, like, these fucking video game players now are making millions of fucking dollars and they're acting all fucking crazy and shit. Like, it just is what it is, man. That's
and
what
that
it
will
comes
ruin video games
with
for
people
too.
looking for escapism. That's
like,
what comes from it.
It will get to a point where everyone feels unjustified, and I know, like, you guys, some of you guys in here are streamers, not knocking you, but it will get to a point where, like, people will feel unjustified playing video games unless there's a camera on them. And that will ruin the hobby for them. Every hobby will eventually be perverted into a profession. And I don't think that's...
Look, there's a saying where it's like, if you have something that you love and you just naturally love to do it, if there's a way that you can monetize it, you should. I don't think there's anything against that, bro. It's like if you're just doing something that you already naturally do, that's what this is right here.
Yeah.
This is something that we just love to do. We love to sit and talk. We love to have conversations. And this is a way that it could potentially be monetized, right? And grow into something more. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of that. And I think that there's always going to be people who they don't put the camera on. They don't fucking, they're not streaming. They're not recording because it's not something they want. It's just something they enjoy in their pastime. That's always going to be a thing, no matter what. It's just like, people say that, oh, like, there's so many podcasts now. Like, everybody wants the fucking podcast. But it's realistically, not a lot of people realize what it takes to fucking even have, like, a legit podcast. Like, this setup. Like, there aren't too many people that are willing to put this amount of money into something that they believe in or that they think can be something, let alone care whether or not it actually does. Like, I don't, like, would I be disappointed if this never does anything? Yeah, to an extent. But I'm content with just it being what it is right now, which is just a space where we can hit record, talk, have a conversation. It's documented, and one day we're going to be able to look back and go, hell yeah, man, like, we did that thing. You know what I mean? I'm also perfectly fine with that, too. Yeah. And I think you're going to see a lot more of that with streamers. I think there's already a fucking crazy amount of that with streaming. Is you have all stupid amounts of people that want to be streamers that will probably never see anything come from it. It's just like with rap, bro. Yeah. And it's going to be the same thing with comedy, is you're going to have so many fucking people that they want it to be something, they want da-da. But for the ones who do, it's probably because to a certain amount of people, they are funny as shit. It's that simple, right?
Well,
like to some people, they are funny as shit.
The comics I don't like do make people laugh. I do agree with that.
So that's an
look, I don't like
taste
Matt Rife, but yet, dude sells out shows and shit. Like,
I think Matt Rife's funny to an extent, but I think he's just really good at crowd work. I think the only reason he's as big as he is because he learned how to fucking get this shit on social media properly. He learned how to market it. That's all it was, bro. Is he figured out how to market. Matt Rife, like, comedian-wise, is not actually that funny. Crowd work-wise, fucking goated. Like, his crowd work, I don't think I've seen any other comedian's crowd work be as great as Matt Rife.
I also think he's changed the game when it comes to crowd work.
And social media. And
I mean, you guys know about Big J. Okerson?
Big J. Okerson?
Yeah. Legion of Skanks?
I know of Legion of Skanks, but I have never heard of Big J. Okerson.
But that's what I'm saying, too.
I don't want this to go on too much longer. Okay. And not to cut you off. But what I'm going to ask is, what are some things that you got planned for the future when it comes to whether it's Discord, streaming, comedy, anything? that maybe you'd like to plug, to look out for?
I really don't want to plug anything because I don't know how soon anything will happen. Nothing's guaranteed.
That's fair enough, I guess, man.
All right.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you for coming on.
Yeah.
I think we had a great conversation. You know, we could possibly have you on again.
I would love that. Man.
Yeah, we'll see, man. You know, we'll see how everything goes. Yeah. This was episode 13 with Trey Sheaffer.
Right.
You could potentially, maybe, be on the lookout for him doing something later on. And if you do start something up, that's probably when we'll have you on again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get you around so you can actually talk about what you've been doing and the things that you want to do.
But I appreciate the insight. I appreciate all the conversation, man, because I think you're a natural conversationalist. I will say that.
Yeah, for sure.
Great convos.
I think people
I like your energy level a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so
I hate people that they're like trying to finish a conversation. They don't even want it to go on for 10 minutes. This is like my biggest peeve.
I got you. Like you're trying to talk to somebody, but they're trying to like kind of tell you to shut up, but like politely.
Yeah, just like
it's kind of what I'm doing right now. But
yeah, but we've been talking for 2 hours. Like you gave me my time,
dude. We're literally like just shy of 2 hours.
Oh,
no
really?
bullshit. No bullshit. Yeah.
And I feel like I said
great convo.
I feel like I didn't even say like half the stuff I wanted to say.
Hey man, you know that's kind of how it goes. That's how you know it was good conversations.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But, yeah, man, we appreciate you having you on, and yeah.
All right.
Catalyst Chats, episode 13.
Topher and Joseph, over and out.
Writing raps and watching camera feeds, pistol for my sanity. Lying say I'm doing fine, gotta keep the fam at ease. God be having plans for me, I let them reveal themselves. My music is medicine for people trying to heal themselves, feel themselves. I think my confidence be pissing a few of you off, but what you hating me is missing in you, and you soft. I be biting, I be chipping the tooth while you bark. I'm everything that you be wishing was you, but you not. Y'all in a deep sleep, the game ain't what it